Oh my gosh! Hello!
Oh.
Hello! I'm gonna bring this up a little bit. There we go. We deserve to be high up. There we go. Perfect!
Like stars.
Exactly. Imagine just an alligator soaring through the sky. What a sight to be had!
Here.
Hello everybody. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining today's stream. I hope you're all doing well today, or at least somewhat decent. It's me, the star, you know. But enough about me. Whomst are you? As if
Alligator.
we don't already know. Gator and Star.
Aliza.
Woohoo.
Yeah.
Yay! So we're back with more arcade spirits. Oh my gosh, we just got a raid! Oh my god, Mara, thank you for the raid! Yo!
Good timing.
Oh my god, wow! You have great timing. We literally just started. Amazing. Welcome in, viewers of Mara Eventry. We're gonna be playing some Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. So that's just a really long title for we're gonna be rizzing arcade nerds. It's gonna be great. So we're on chapter 4 today, and I've been very excited to get to this chapter for no apparent reason, but there's a little of a reason. But we're not gonna talk about that until later. It'll be a little surprise for later.
Should I be nervous?
No, I don't think so.
I don't like that.
It's fine. It's fun. It's fun. It's fun.
We have fun here.
Yes, exactly. You said I wasn't gonna raid and raided anyway. Hell yeah! We love changing our minds. Awesome. All right. Well, without further ado, I've stalled long enough. Let us begin.
Maximum Impact, it's called.
Maximum Impact. With that Maximum Impact font there.
With our favorite man in the S shirt.
Exactly. He will be there.
Oh.
Mr. Fight Shack Punchy 78 himself.
The Pro Tour is heating up with contenders.
I skipped over his line. It's fine. It's fine.
Qualification points to claim a place at the main event. With the next major event on the horizon being the lucrative Crimson Tiger Invitational at this year's Max, all the power players are getting ready.
Yep, that's our sponsor.
Take showers, he says.
Yes, exactly. Take showers.
This could be the major win everybody's favorite underdog team needs to really reach for the gold. But fighting in local arcades is nothing compared to the big stage at Max. Can they see this through?
So yeah, the convention is called Max. Switch out one of the letters and then
like, share, subscribe, smash the bell, rate Fight Shack 5 stars.
Oh no, the first letter.
Friends, tell your enemies,
switch the M for a P,
intense.
and then you'll kind of see what it's parodying.
Oh, yeah. I short-circuited there for a second. It is the distant future year 20XX, and I am on a roll.
Ooh.
I've won every major challenge put before me, overcome every setback, and today I'm gonna utterly destroy the next obstacle in my path. And now, I'm at the Crimson Tiger Invitational. If we win this, we curry favor with our sponsor and rack up some very critical Pro Tour points. It's time to be serious. And while most of the time I can keep that vibe rolling, today, well, I'm pretty far outside my comfort zone, which is going to make matters difficult. Specifically, I'm 2,408 miles. I'm looking to try to see if that was 2048, like the game we all played during school. Away from my comfort zone. You play that?
I don't know. Maybe like a version of it, but
it's like a block game, yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, wait. No, I know what it is. Yeah, it's like the one where you have to like match up like the two matching numbers, and then you have to get up to like 248 or whatever it is.
I never won that.
I never either. I got to like maybe like 300 whatever it was, but I couldn't get past it.
Skills.
It's hard.
Instead of my comfy and chaotic East Coast city homestead, I've flown out to the West Coast, to a rainy gem of the Pacific Northwest, Max Prime. What's Max Prime, you may ask? Because I had to ask myself, looking like a total newbie in the process. In a word, crowded.
Crowded.
It's yummy. Only $9.
Only $9. One hot dog.
Only $9 for one hot dog.
That's convention food for you.
Consume. Max is what you get when 70,000 people descend upon a building the size of an airport. All of them here to hawk retro gaming wares, play new arcade games, and enter tournaments. So not only am I fighting off jet lag from my first coast-to-coast trip, dealing with a neck ache from some kid kicking the back of my seat, and generally craving death.
As you do on an airplane.
I'm also elbow to elbow with unwashed gamers eager to hustle for rare finds, valuable wares, and championship glory.
They didn't take the warning to shower.
Unwashed gamers.
Unwashed.
Look, you see that game?
Which one?
12 o'clock.
Oh, this one?
No, 11 o'clock.
This one?
Honk!
Honk!
It's Untitled Goose Game.
It's Untitled Goose Game. Honk, honk.
Honk.
Honk, honk.
I love Geeb. I love them.
Noise.
The Expo Hall alone is like an aircraft hangar packed with vendor booths and playable prototype games. All the major companies and arcade chains have a presence here. Even console games are represented with the big three of... Oh, I thought they were going to silly up their names again. Sega, Nintendo, and Atari having
They put
booths.
the TMs there. It's fine. It's fine.
Yeah. I thought it was going to be like Saga, Nintendo, and Atari.
Atari.
But the Palace, the world's biggest arcade franchise, easily drowns them out. All the flashing lights and noisy crowds are threatening to drown me out, too. Gotta go play some Atari. So, yeah, a little in over my head, considering I was a PC gamer shut-in until recently. My teammates are eating this up with a spoon. A plastic spoon.
Nom, nom, nom. Gee, I wonder where anyone would get a plastic spoon from.
I wonder who might have a plastic spoon around here.
Finally, a left coast Max. I've been to the right coast Max plenty of times. Now I can compare the two. If you need me, I'll be probably everywhere. Wow, so many people who love video games under one roof. I can't wait to say hello to all the indie devs and see what they've been making. This is just the best. First up has to be the retro game dealers, though. Maybe I can get a few more rare finds for my collection. 50-hour Japanese RPGs, here I come. Okay, this is a bit much, isn't it? Pity Jinx couldn't come with us. I'd love to grouse about the godliness with her. Meantime, think I'll also engage in retail therapy. See you later.
Leaving the two most social individuals in our entire group sticking by my side for the time being.
Marvelous.
Such an intense atmosphere. I've heard many a song sung of the wonders to be found at Max, but I'll admit, little has prepared me for the reality. But I shall remain steadfast in the face of this madness, rest assured.
I vibe with it.
Behold, the wonders of Max. Glorious and terrifying all at once. This is the second biggest Max I've ever seen. First being Max East, of course. Luckily, I won't have to fight the crowds too much. Since I'm casting the matches for the Invitational, I've got a special VIP badge. I can come and go when I please. If you want to see Max in all of its magnificence, without a sea of bodies, I can let you borrow it after short flow hours are over.
I mentioned that I haven't been in a room with more than 10 people in it since high school graduation.
Oof.
I mean, look at this. Where do we even start with this? Is there a map? Do I need a guide and survival gear? Should I swear to offer my tasty flesh as nourishment if we get stranded?
Ooh.
I disagree, my friend.
Come now, it's not quite all that. But honestly, a guide isn't a bad idea. Loxley and I can be your Max guides. If you need anything, we're only text away. Assuming you can get any service, of course. 70k people are battling to connect to the Wi-Fi is a tournament's on its own. Rhapsody is right. We'll be by your side as needs be.
Tally-ho!
Besides, tally-ho! Your focus today is the Crimson Tiger Invitational, yes. Put all this aside and keep your goals in sight. No need to engage with the teeming masses if you're really only interested in competitive play. Do what makes you happy.
Sounds good to me.
Agreed. Do what you want to do. And if you're getting overwhelmed, it's okay to take a break and clear your head. Remember, there is an outside. It does exist. One last piece of advice from your guide. Don't forget to have some fun while you're here. There's so much more to do than the tournament.
Right. Tournament. Focus on the tournament. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready to do this. This is my time. This is my hour. I can do this.
You can do this.
It's just another tournament. A very, very critical one that will earn us favor with Crimson Tiger and a ton of Pro Tour qualification points, but just another tournament. I take a breath to calm my nerves and turn to face the combat arena. It's a huge stage decorated up for the big showdowns between the top professional teams, all invited by Crimson Tiger. Its aura flows into the surrounding booths and right up to my toes. Soon I'll be taking on challengers there, so why not get the lay of the land? It's good to know what I'm getting myself into.
You could see you taking on new challengers.
You said the name! You said the name! It's the name! We're done! Using various hand motions and signals, I let Rhapsody and Loxley know I'm going to wander towards the stage to check it out. I did like ninja motions. You can hear it, yeah. They nod in approval, and I try not to get lost on the jaunt over to the stage.
Oh, you jaunt over to the stage.
Yeah, I was saying.
You don't just walk, you jaunt.
Yeah, just walk to the stage.
Walk, fashion baby.
That's it. I don't know the actual words. I just know the beat.
I don't either.
I approach the impressive stage and... Wait, why is there press gathering by the stage seating area? The actual tournament doesn't start for another hour.
Which is why Crimson Tiger is proud to announce a brand new sponsorship of Team Play to Win. We're happy to work with Victoria Proud, who you may know better as Valkyrie, two-time EVO TM champion and coach for Team Play to Win. Crimson Tiger certainly knows how to play to win, and we're thrilled to support the dreams of P2W as they rise in the Pro Tour ranks.
Camera flashes go off as the press snaps photos of the newly minted business partners. And then one of them asks the question that's burning in my mind.
What about your previous sponsorship of Unidentified Flying Lacerda? Unfortunately, we've parted ways with Unidentified Flying Lacerda. Their spot in the Crimson Tiger Invitational will be given to Team P2W. We wish their little team the best of luck in the future and see nothing but success in store for them. Now, as we look to the future, we look to Team P2W. We hope you enjoy seeing them dominate at the Crimson Tiger Invitational. Uh-oh.
They couldn't have told us before this after we got a house?
They literally just ghosted us.
We got a house. Are we gonna pay for it?
That's what we're gonna find out.
I'm gonna bite her.
Do it. Do it right
As the
now.
crowd of journalists. As the crowd of journalists disperses, I march right on up to confront my former sponsor.
Beep beep. This is an intense identity situation. You can only pick a response that matches your top two personality traits.
Top one. What the hell? We had a deal. What was the point of signing us up for a sponsorship if you were going to dump our asses a month later? If we're that's a legal document.
It's a legal binding document.
It's a legal binding document. The coach of Play to Win doesn't even react to my rage. I don't care about the coach. My sponsor at least tries to placate it. Yeah.
Oh, oops. Sorry, Miss Gakuda. Corporate decided this at level way above my pay grade. Afraid there's nothing I can do about it. That's business, you know? Ugly. But it is what it is. But on the plus side, we've already paid for your trip to Max. Enjoy your hotel room and the convention at your leisure. Plenty of fun to be had even if you can't play in the tournament, right? We're kind of side sweeping the important part here.
Yeah.
If you'll excuse me, I've got other business to attend to.
Not excused. Despite my former sponsor slinking off, the one who really backstabbed me stands her ground. Oh, I expected this from her. We lock eyes and she takes a step toward me. Victoria Proud, back-to-back EVO team champion known as Valkyrie, owner of Team Play to Win, most powerful woman in the industry, is almost gentle in her expression. Could that be sympathy? No.
Defeat is never easy, I know. But in reality, this is me doing you a favor. I know it's hard to see right now, but that's the truth of it.
She's belittling us!
Excuse me?
You're way in over your head, and you don't even realize it. I've been grinding the pro gaming scene all my life, from the original Street Fighter through to Fist of Discomfort 1 and 2. I've been here, building the scene while you were busy tinkering with building blocks in preschool. And that's not a dig at you. I'm trying to point out that I've been in your situation before, making the exact same mistakes you are. Nobody was there picking me up when I fell. No one helped me. So that's what I'm doing for you, here and now. Helping you see that you aren't ready for this. Are your players signed with actual contracts? Do you even have an accountant or a lawyer?
Of course we're ready. I have an iris. She waves her phone in my direction where the neon wireframe of a familiar virtual girl waves back.
Yeah, I've got one of those too. She's handy, but an app is no substitute for having a full support staff. You're playing at being something you're not. You should stick to having fun with your friends and let this fantasy of yours go. There's no shame in being a casual.
Why does she hate competition?
Casual, we're a group.
If we're so beneath her, why is she doing all she can to step on us? Like what?
Yeah.
She could have just let us wither away if she really wanted to.
She's threatened.
She's threatened.
I'm looking at the bottom too. The bottom one's funny.
Thanks, Mom.
I want to say the mom one.
You wanna?
Yeah, she could be my mom. Oh gosh darn it, Mom, but I wanted to go to the sock hop with Margie and Joey this weekend. Guess I'll sulk off to my room and mope then.
But Margie and Joey are gonna be so disappointed.
Be my grandma. Or what if I keep on fighting until I make my dreams come true and helpfully show play to win their place in the process? You don't get to decide my future for me, Valkyrie. You're the past, I'm what comes next, and I'm not done.
Oh, golly. Big threats from such a minuscule team. I'm shaking.
You literally just let one of your
You sound
stinkers last
exactly
month.
like a ridiculous underdog sports movie from the 80s. You really think you can push me aside? I have an understandable doubt about that. If you lost your funding, that's your fault. If I hadn't done it, someone else would have. Learn the lesson and move on.
Can we commit violence in this game?
I don't know. I haven't gotten past chapter 5, so we'll see. You could commit violence in the first game, so I wouldn't see why not.
Oh.
Yeah, I punched out the CEO of a corrupt game franchise. It was fun.
Oh, yay! So I might be able to punch her.
Maybe.
Okay.
We'll see.
There's a chance. Well, can I at least take the shirt off if I'm dropped by them?
Yeah, you can
we
go
be
back
done
to
with the red
your
shirt?
white shirt again. You don't have to keep wearing the red shirt anymore.
I'd rather have that, yeah. Freaking Christmas tree. And she walks away as I'm no longer even the tiniest of concerns to her. Just another try hard for her to dismiss.
Iris, what's my schedule like for the next hour?
All clear, ma'am.
Good. Find me somewhere pleasant to have a spot of lunch before the first round begins.
Leaving me with all of Max before me and no actual reason for me to be here anymore. With the impromptu press conference of doom over, I listlessly wander back toward my friends. Once we join up again, I quickly reiterate what went down.
Oh, that's rough. It's not like we needed another reason to dislike P2W. They're really hitting us where it hurts. But on the bright side, we don't have to wear Crimson Tiger hideous outfits anymore.
I'm the only one wearing it. Not sure the bright side is all that bright, Rhapsody. Once we get home, we still have rent to pay and team salaries. If we can't pay, we'll lose the apartments. Some of us will have to find new jobs. No, we're in too deep. We need a new sponsor to keep the ball rolling. No way around it.
Where can we find a last-minute sponsor?
I don't know. But I do know something, or someone, rather, I can turn to. I pull out my phone. Iris, what do you got for me?
Beep, beep.
I've already started searching. It could take a few days, though. Right now, the news feeds are choked with news of T2W signing with Crimson Tiger. We may need to wait for that story to cool off to find someone interested in us. We're, literally yesterday's news at this point.
I'm not sitting around waiting. I'm the coach, the responsible cat herder. I gotta get on top of this as soon as I can. I should probably head back to the hotel and do some serious research. Not like there's any reason for me to stick around here anymore.
Indeed, you could do that. Or you could take a break from being a manager and let your friends help you out instead. Rhapsody and I can solve this problem.
Oh, it's okay. This is my job. You don't have to.
I insist. I'm your sword arm, yes? My liege must rest and recuperate while I tirelessly fight this battle. Besides, I've hidden talents which may apply. Making contacts, networking, wheeling and dealing. I've experience in such matters. Chatting up possible new sponsors for us will be child's play.
Yeah.
Moxley is right. I might have a few leads myself. It helps to know the right people, and I can track them down in between casting matches. Leave this to us, Scylla. You and the rest of Unidentified Flying Lacerda go have fun. You've done plenty for us already. Let us return the favor.
When I first arrived at Good Clean Fun, I lamented having all these chores and duties, but now handing them off feels weird.
Ryan's like, but Christmas cater.
I
don't want her to go.
It's iconically bright. She's shown bright and now she must die out. Like all the
Like
brightest
the star on the
stars.
Christmas tree, you gotta take it down after the 1st of
You gotta
January.
unplug it. Yep. Feels like I'm admitting defeat. Like I failed. But if someone else is offering to pick up the burden, well, maybe I should take him up on that? There's no shame in it, right? I guess it could work, but Are you sure? I don't mind, really. It's my job to figure stuff like this out.
Honestly, between my allies and Rhapsody's industry connections, we're likely better positioned to do this than you are. Weren't you a complete shut-in before you met us?
Okay, keep your voice down. I wasn't a complete shut-in. Okay, don't scream it. I did go down to the corner store to buy more nachos. Sometimes.
Pinnacle of diplomatic prowess that it.
Shall we?
Besides, if we should fail, nothing is lost, yes? You and your Iris simply resume your efforts after this weekend's festivities. You've earned a break. If you overwork yourself, you'll burn out. We've all seen you putting in the overtime, getting everything together for us. So let Loxley and me take a shot at this, okay?
Wrong. I haven't slept well this last month. As we moved from practice session to practice session, online tournament to online tournament. And the times I woke up in the middle of the night in a cold sweat with the images of pixelated smiles burning in my brain, well, those sure didn't help either.
That's right.
That's right, there's a demon in our head. Okay, put it in your hands.
Excellent.
You may rely on us. Meanwhile, we're at Max, the nexus of fun and games. The perfect opportunity to immerse yourself further in arcade culture, yes?
Nice.
Now's the time to go out there and experience your first Max. We've got this.
Aimless and directionless, me, a FOD 2 junkie and PC gamer versus a thundering horde of arcade fanatics. This is not a matchup I can counter. I should definitely seek out my friends. I don't mind playing second fiddle to whatever fun they're having. Who has the energy to worry about demons and paying rent? That's not me! Who do I want to look for first? Fortunately, Iris has a map of the convention center loaded up and ready, complete with the handy icons representing each of them. Oh, perfect. Who is 78?
So that's Punchy 78, the fight chat guy. You can go to the media if you want.
That might look bad. You know. I'll think about it. Let's see Jinx first. She's out in the parking lot.
Yeah.
I did not know she was here. When arranging for airline tickets to bring the whole team out to the West Coast, one name was absent from the travel arrangements: Jinx. Flying cross-country and dealing with a gigantic convention center wasn't in the cards for her physically, so she opted out of the trip. But no reason I can't phone her up and see how she's doing. Better to do it outside too, where it's less noisy. Iris, call Jinx on speakerphone.
Okay.
Ready, Rudy?
Hey.
Zilla, sup?
Hey, Jinx, just checking in. How you doing? How's the cat? Didn't want you to think we forgot all about you two or anything like that.
Cat is fine, but how am I doing? How are you doing? News about Crimson Tiger ditching us came across like 5 different news feeds at once.
Loxley and Rhapsody are looking for a new sponsor. Failing that, Iris and I will find someone. Don't worry, we'll make apartment rent this month.
Yeah, I know. Not worried about that. I'm more worried about how you're dealing with... Is that Zilla? Is it? Hey, Zilla! Cough up rent or I'm booting you all out on the street and suing you for everything you have.
Come on.
John, quit it. She doesn't know when you're joking around like I do. Oh, come on. Let me have my fun. Don't worry, Zilla. We can just skip this month's rent. Provided you pay back next month with interest. Hey, did we run out of vegan pizza bagels? I can't find any in here. Thought you hated junk food. The situation cries out for them. Excellent movies require excellent treats. We need pizza bagels. Hang on. Going to get some pizza bagels.
Jinx, would you kindly request that John stop causing cardiac events? I'm standing in an alley behind the convention center. They wouldn't find my body for days.
They'd be like, it's been 4 weeks. We just came across the body.
Yeah.
It's already started to decompose.
It's a skeleton.
It is a skeletal figure in a red t-shirt. Hideous.
Yeah. All I see is the red t-shirt.
Their former sponsor. What a way to pass away.
She was so sad.
Oh no.
John does what John wants to do, I'm afraid. And John currently hungers for both rent and microwave garbage food.
From the corner of my phone screen, I can see Iris sighing happily at Jean's choice in snack selection.
Right now, we're having an impromptu movie party. Think they felt sorry I couldn't join you all out there. Wanted to cheer me up.
Right, that's why I'm calling, to see how you're doing.
Well, not gonna lie. Having some FOMO being left behind like this.
Well, this sucks.
Sucks, you know? Being sidelined by my damn knees. Again. Couldn't be there for you at Helmsley's tournament either, despite trying. Maybe I could have come out there. Maybe I should have tried. Rent a scooter, endure the strain, just make an effort. Instead, I went with my gut and said, nope, no way, no how. Didn't want to try, just wanted to stay nice and comfy at home. Now I'm not there in your hour of need.
Sorry about that.
Sorry, bringing you down on a day when you're already down, aren't I?
Gamer girl? No, you misheard. Gator girl.
They're very similar. Talking about Big Bone.
Big Bone? Oh, I was like, where did the skeleton? Yes. The skeleton is one big bone. That's what we have decided.
A very large, just femur bone.
A large one femur bone from top to bottom.
I guess the second one. Like, she made the right call. Like, this would not be good for her.
Mm-hmm.
Not even good for me. So you're worried about me and I'm worried about you. I'm getting the feeling that's counterproductive. We're gonna push us up glasses. We're going to recover from losing our sponsor, so I'll ultimately be just fine. UFL is not done yet. And you made the right call not coming out here. It's a nightmare crowd of chaos in a building the size of Des Moines?
That sounds French.
Des
Moines. I don't know.
Des
Moines.
I want to say it wrong.
Huh. That bad?
I may need a map and provisions before I go looking for the bathroom.
That is the Conway.
Heard stories.
Oh, her me from what? Her about. Her what?
What did you hear?
Her me. What did I do? What did I say?
What?
Hello? What?
Heard stories,
She
but
watches your streams.
Jinx, I'm honored. What if she's watching right now?
Right now!
But, yeah. Total overload, not my scene. Wish I could do more for the team, but in this instance, right call, it seems.
Thanks.
Thanks. Glad to have a boost on the ground, Kavu, to reaffirm my decision. There's no more pizza bagels downstairs. How can we have a family movie party without pizza bagels? If the corner bodega is somehow also out of pizza bagels, heads will roll and blood will spill.
Hell no.
John, we don't need pizza on a bagel. Just go get a regular ass pizza from Ben and Matt.
That's right. They're literally right above a pizzeria. Oh my gosh.
Silly. Traditions are meant to be upheld. I will not break with the sacred snacking rites. I would sooner embrace death. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to procure some delicious round bready delights.
Toodles.
Starting to wonder if massive knees pain would be better than this day of mandatory fun. If John insists on watching Mall Cops again just for the Bad Movie podcast, ugh. So,
Oh, blurt.
Mall Cop. Iconic. I don't even think I've actually watched Mall Cop before. I saw like the trailers, but I never actually saw the movie.
You gotta watch Paul Blart Mall Cop.
Like, I don't know what I'd be in for, but you know, just for the
Paul
vibes. Paul Blart and the vibes.
Segwaying.
It's the funniest movie ever. It's a movie for sure. Members watch along Paul Blart.
It's not known for its cinematic artistry or, masterfulness, but it's
figured
Paul
as
Blart.
much. But you know.
You gotta see it.
You gotta see it to believe
Just to
it.
say you've seen it.
All right. Well, I guess I gotta figure out when I'm watching Mall Cop.
Yay!
So, in happier news, what's the plan to get back at P2W for trying to kill us?
I'm gonna shank her in the vending machine.
Yeah. I mean, what?
Yeah! Is that vendetta you thirst for? I didn't think you were into petty revenge. I didn't think you could get any more attractive.
So, what was that? You whispered that last part there.
Sorry, calling out here.
Okay.
You have no idea.
Weirdo. Pick and choose my spots, yeah? And sometimes I shrug it off, sometimes I come down on someone like the fist of an angry god. It's all about keeping your cool so you're ready for the times when you gotta go ballistic on someone.
Is now that time then? Should I be worried?
No, I'm more interested in what you have to say.
It's simple, really. Here's what we do. Yeah, I don't want to. Either we kill her or make her piss herself.
You don't want to live well? It's the best revenge.
No.
You're right, that's
we'll
too
do
boring.
the top one. We'll go God of War with her. I will take what is mine with fire and blood. In 1,000 years' time, UFL will be remembered, and play to win shall be as dust.
Hell yeah. Right attitude to have. Burn down the old, replace it with the new. That's the way of things. One generation hangs on too long to power, you basically get the boomers. Nobody wants gamer boomers. Oof. You go out there and show the world unidentified flying Lacerda is here to stay. We're here with you every step of the way. Got it?
Got it. You can count on me to do a revenge.
A single revenge.
One. There's a quick silence on the phone before I hear her voice again.
You know, I'm glad you called.
Oh, what's that?
No big reason. Just glad to hear from you. One of the other reasons I've got FOMO is because I wanted to hang out with you more, and whoops, off you go to Max. Like hanging around HQ with you and just relaxing, you know? And get that we're pretty busy prepping for the Pro Tour, but any moment I can have to relax is welcome.
Thanks, Jinx. I'll try to squeeze in more time with you once we're back, maybe.
It's a good thing this isn't a video call. She won't see you sweating.
Sounds like a plan.
Before I can say anything else, I hear a door slam and a squeal.
Pizza bagels obtained! Now who's up for Mall Cops 2's The Shoppening? Is that a real movie?
I don't know.
Was there
I
a
don't.
Mall Cops 2?
I just know Paul Blart Mall Cop.
I'll have to do some research later.
That's my
You let me
cue to
know.
go, I think.
See you later.
Okay, bye. Get to check in with everyone on the team when I can, even those who couldn't be here with us today. And it's good to hear Jinx likes spending time with me. I wouldn't mind doing the same. Spending time with her. I mean, not with myself.
Gotta make that very clear to yourself.
Yep, gotta tell myself that. Time to move on. When Jet saying silly stuff, it's even better. With my phone call done, I head back indoors to resume traversing the landscape of Max. Let's see. Let's see Grace and Domino in the expo floor. It takes some poking around through the crowd, but eventually I locate Domino and Grace in a maze of game vendors. The booths range from makeshift table and crate arrangements right on up to glossy and slick storefronts. But they all have one thing in common. Games. Games and games. Games with games. Games and games and games and games. Unlimited games, but no games.
Woohoo! Oh, they have a dinosaur peak. That's so rare. Oh, $4,000 is a bit steep for it, though.
Oh,
Oh, whoa,
That was-
whoa.
A bit steep for an 8-bit video game cartridge?
Oh, yes, the empty box alone can go for $1,000.
I lack the words to adequately express the nightmare horror of this scenario.
Hey,
Zilla, come engage in retail therapy with us. We are purchasing tokens of nerd culture so that we may signify our identification with 30-year-old technology trends.
It's not really that cynical, I promise.
I just love finding these rare artifacts of the game generations that came before me. We can really learn a lot from the past, you know?
Agreed. I've got an MS-DOS collection the size of, well, the games were tiny back then, but relatively speaking, the size of a truck.
We could use a truck about now, actually.
He holds up a pair of plastic bags, each straining mightily from the weight of rectangular plastic wedges within them.
Today, as we go on a grand safari through the jungles of retro gaming, I am Grace's beast of burden.
I mean, if it's too much for you to carry, Domino, it's okay. I don't mind taking a bag or two. It's really no bother.
That was an exaggeration for comedic effect, Grace. Don't worry.
Oh, okay. I mean, I'm just saying. I didn't mean to burden you or anything.
It's fine. Or cool. My arms may stretch a few inches by the end of the day, but hey, gravity is a harsh mistress.
Seems Domino's love for cynical wordplay is going right over Grace's head. No surprise there. I think saying the second one would probably upset her, so we'll say I like the top one.
This fun?
We're all
fine.
the way I see it, this is just how we roll in UFL. We're just friends helping friends. We support each other no matter what. It's not a burden, it's compassion in physical form.
sure thing.
Exactly. I want to be here in your time of need, Grace. Even if that need is just schlepping around a bunch of cartridges.
Well, okay. And you're right. I'm always willing to help out a friend in need. So, Domino, if you ever, if you need anything, I'm here. Even if you just want to talk or...
Ooh, what's this?
As Domino is distracted by a plastic game box, Grace shoots me a brief, worried look. I've spent some time with Domino, and she's not wrong to be worried, but he's maintaining his mask of cheer in public. Not much to be done about it right now.
Oh, whoa, whoa.
A Silent Hill HD collection? And only $5? Well, yes, I think I will spend my hard-earned coin on the realms on that one. I've always loved the idea of a horror game where the only real monsters are the ones who brought in with you.
What? Oh, don't buy that version. The HD remaster is really awful. If you want to play those games, we should get the originals.
I can't afford the originals. I mean, if I had that kind of money, I'd be grabbing Earthbound, TM, instead.
Oh, what a colorful, happy game.
Nope.
I know.
It's not
got
colorful and
death
happy.
cults, police brutality, and the final boss is a real manifestation of violation and agony. Isn't that great?
That's just a theory. A game theory.
Game theory.
Thanks for watching.
Same wavelength.
Our brain cells have connected.
They collided.
Anyway, we could get Earthbound, TM, for you. There's a loose copy here for only $200, practically a steal. The cost was much higher back in 2000X when people were investing in retro games rather than simply enjoying them. Let's get you your favorite game. I'll pitch in. What do you say?
If I had that kind of money, sure. Which, as noted, I do not. And with our sponsor situation kinda up in the air, I'm thinking fewer 3-figure impulse buys, the better, right? Billman,
Honestly,
you good there?
I would just...
Sorry, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Oh, you're
I've just
good.
seen Billman's
Oh, you're
having
good.
some issues with spelling in the in the chat.
A game theory. I guess an emulator. I mean, like, find it for free, right? It depends, though. Isn't that what emulators are for? Just download a pirated copy and have fun. Well, don't say the word.
Oh no.
But that's illegal.
Grace, do you know what kind of software you're making? So it's not like buying an overpriced secondhand copy of the game gets the original developers any money.
It's pouring just a little bit more ugliness in the world to yo-ho-ho a game, but nah, screw it. I've got worse sins under my belt anyway. I'll grab a copy when I get home. Well, okay, but after Unidentified Flying Lacerda makes it big, we should go ahead and buy the actual game too. Yeah, sure, that tracks.
All the reason to get a new sponsor, so maybe one day Domino can buy the things he wants without settling for second best.
You wouldn't download a house? That's the only way I can get a house nowadays!
I would download a house, I would.
I would too.
I can't afford a house.
No one can.
Yeah, no one's gonna find Earthbound.
I think that's enough shopping for now. Maybe it's for the best that I not spend all my money on things I don't really need. Hey, don't let me guilt you not having fun. That'd be sucky. No, it's fine. I'm living by myself now and can't fall back on my family for support. It's a lesson I should learn. No matter our situation, no matter what crisis we face, we're together. We'll support each other, and we'll make the right decisions to get through it. Let's hear it for Unidentified Flying Lacerda. Hooray. Louder. Hooray. Can't hear you. Hooray, damn it. Seriously, hooray. I can't ray any hooer. Let's call it here. My brain's melting from being around 80,000 people. My stomach yearns for calories. Like that $9 hot dog that keeps popping up on the big screen.
$9 hot dog!
$9 hot dog!
Now where should I go?
Alright, so you can either go see Zapper, or you can talk to the media guy.
I don't know if I want to, like, you know, run to mom and go to the media guy, because I feel like that'll make me look worse. But also it might be funny.
You can get out your side of the story, because they only have one person's side of the story. Everybody's covering the news from their point of view, but nobody knows about what's happening with you.
Oh, stories are convincing me. Okay, let's go talk to him. Okay. Thinking about it, this is exactly the place I need to be if I'm gonna let the world know our side of the story. Isn't it exactly what you just said? They do call you stories. Max is where the entire arcade industry gathers. Developers, publishers, esports stars, and reporters. Sure enough, a familiar face is busy talking all about the event, while a friend of his with an old VHS camcorder gets every last word on tape.
And with the Atari XLX starting to fade, will the Nintendo PlayStation 4 Pro take the crown for the console of choice with the retro set? It all comes down to upscalers and CRT support. The XLX is the long-reigning king of both HDMI upscale and 240p output for old television sets.
I don't understand a single word he's talking about.
I'm getting bits and pieces.
But Nintendo holds the keys to the kingdom for many retro franchises. And even if they aren't on board with 240p, they're the only game in town for many. We'll have more on the upcoming NPS4 Pro and... hang on.
Confused, he turns away from the camera lens to face me. Crap, was I in shot? I was gonna wait until he finished.
No.
Oh, sorry, didn't mean to photobomb you and interrupt. I can come back later.
No, stay. Stay put, please. You're Zilla, right? Owner of Identified Flying Lacerda.
Technically, we collectively own Unidentified Flying Lacerda. I'm just a cat herder.
See, that's the kind of detail we need. Do you have time for a quick interview?
Kinda why I came over here, actually.
Great, Pete, load of fresh tape. This, the good stuff. I want to get this at high quality.
With a shrug, the man just out of shot loads another VHS-C cassette and starts rolling.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Punchy87 here with Fight Shack news. All the fighting that's fit to post. Hot off the heels of the bombshell drop this morning, I've got Zilla of Unidentified Flying Lacerda, formerly sponsored by Crimson Tiger. Welcome to the show.
Happy to be here, Punchy.
So, tell us more about Unidentified Flying Lacerda. There's still a few people living under the rocks in the Ozarks or something who haven't heard of you.
What drives you? What makes you tick?
Guess the top one. We're 7 friends who love to play Fist of Discomfort. Starting out, that's all we really had, a mutual love of this game. But that got us thinking, well, how far can we take our passion? Could we really do it? Could we take on the Pro Tour? But above all, friends. We're not aiming to be a typical esports team hiring and firing talent to build our power. You don't fire a friend. Oh, she's kind of digging. As for me, I'm the one that keeps us together, the coach, the manager. But it's our team, not my team, and I'm proud to support them all.
Yeah. Nice. It's great to see more people who wear their heart on their sleeve in this industry. So, as the manager of Unidentified Flying Lacerda, you were responsible for getting signed to Crimson Tiger, yes?
Yeah.
And this very morning, Crimson Tiger betrayed you in favor of joining forces with your rival team from Team Play to Win. What are your thoughts on this situation exactly?
And he holds his microphone out to catch my words. Let's see, do I play this cool or cut a wrestling promo on them?
Wrestling promo.
Let's see. Oh man.
So yeah, you can call him out, or you can play it cool. You can be the better person, or you can not be the better person. It's up to you.
I guess the second one, like, it's kind of playing it cool, but like it's an unfortunate situation all around. We're a young team poaching our sponsor, a sponsor that P2W genuinely does not need, is a major setback. Unfortunately, the esports industry has a number of bad faith actors in it who believe because you can betray someone, you should. But this won't stop us. We're above such antics. If Crimson Tiger doesn't want to ride with us to the top, that's fine. They simply won't share in our inevitable victory. Punchy, Unidentified Flying Lacerda is here to stay. We're not going anywhere, and we'll see if they come to regret their decision in time.
Firm words from Zilla of Unidentified Flying Lacerda, to be sure. They're a force to be reckoned with, and the future is not yet written. And that's not the last of all the excitement here on Max. For some more hot interviews, be sure to like, share, subscribe, and smash that bell. And while you're at it, do so for the, I don't know where this is coming from. The words are just piling out of my mouth. Subscribe, punch that bell, like, share, Stories of Stars, and Aliza Gekkoda. Sorry, I don't know what just happened to me. It's like I was possessed.
With the short interview done, Punchy motions for his cameraman to cut it.
I want that transcoded and on our channel within an hour. This is going to be massive click food. My own term, click food. It's like the difference between feeding the ducks at the park and feeding worms to the fish before catching them.
Yeah, I get it.
This is an exclusive, right? You haven't talked to anyone else yet.
You got all the fighting that's fit to post. You get first crack.
Perfect. Gotta say, thrilled to finally meet you. I've been your biggest advocate at Fight Shack. Not exactly a hard sell, given you've been on a hot streak, but it's tough convincing some of the other editors to pay attention to smaller teams. You're the most interesting thing to happen to the scene in some time. Plenty of small try-hard teams out there, but they haven't made the inroads you have. We need this, you know? The scene. Getting too commercial, too static. Same 8 or so teams at the top every time.
Punchy. Or is it Mr. Punchy? Mr. 78?
Punchy's fine. Or Jimmy, whatever. Names are fluid, you know? It's 20XX, you got the right to choose your own name. Hey, I need to interview someone over at the Palace booth next, but let's catch up again next sometime, yeah? I'm gonna want to pick your brain for the benefit of my viewers.
I'm always up for that.
Great!
But his smile falters a little as he pauses, unsure if he should say something.
Hey, so, you know Victoria Proud's got you in her crosshairs, right?
Took off his sunglasses. He's serious about this.
Yeah. Valkyrie, you mean? She claimed earlier she was doing this for my own good. Acted like a concerned mother figure and everything.
Okay, so Between you, me, and the wall,
Oh, he's got tea. He's got piping hot tea.
He's actually taken off his super rad sunglasses and dropped down to a lower tone, so this must be serious.
you humiliating her team in public really did not go over well with her.
No way. I know, she fired Coda on the spot.
Even beyond that, she's got them on some weird training program determined to make sure that it never happens again.
That's probably why Novels was, trying to play on like his alt account. He's feeling the burn from all those weird trainings.
Yeah.
Look, this is the same person who entered a bunch of small tournaments paying airfare and everything just to ensure her rival didn't win any of them. That was 10 years ago, and even now, she keeps grinding his esports career deeper and deeper into the dirt. She does not let go of grudges.
Even if we beat her team on the Pro Tour, we may not be done with her for some time. Okay, thanks for the info, Punchy. Something to keep in mind, I suppose.
Just figured you'd want to know. And hey, I'll be rooting for you. Later.
Kind of wanted to say something a little harsher, but the two options that I was not vibing with as much.
No, that's fair.
So, war it is then. Not thrilled about that, but I guess it was unavoidable. I hope Novels isn't going to succumb to her level. Let's just move on. It's too much to think about right now, and I've got more of Max to see. But before I can continue my journey into the depths of Max, I'm rather rudely interrupted.
You. What is your problem? Why are you doing this?
It's Coda, formerly of Team Play to Win, still wearing his Play to Win jacket, although it's dirtier and has holes in it. He looks incredibly agitated, scared, and angry.
Leave me the hell alone. Isn't it enough you've already destroyed my career? You want to ruin my whole damn life too?
What? He advances on me, trembling and losing his nerves with every word he speaks.
It's you, innocent. You and your damn iris, my bank accounts, all that junk mail, the things you send my mother.
Coda, what are you going on about? I haven't done anything.
Of course you have. You. If it's not you, then of course her. She's doing this. Well, I won't let you ruin me. You hear me? I won't let you do this, damn it! Damn it!
Coda, what are you even talking about? The lassie ignores me and runs right back into the crowd, plowing into two cosplayers as he loses himself in the chaos of Max. I'm bewildered, but my brief chat with Punchy78 tickles the back of my mind. He did warn me that Valkyrie, owner of Play to Win, can seriously grind an axe when it comes to grudges, if she's still angry at Coda for his part in that incident.
Alright, Ryan, if you're going to bed, have a good eats and good sleeps.
Later, Gator! Well, yikes. Double yikes.
Maybe in triple yikes.
Quadruple yikes? Nay, I shan't. But before I can ponder it further, I'm interrupted again, this time by happier familiar faces.
Hail, friend!
We bring good tidings. The possibility of good tidings, at any rate.
Even a possibility would be welcome. It's been a weird day.
You do appear a little shaken up. Everything okay?
I'll be fine. I'm more interested in your tidings. Tell me of your tidings.
Very well. We have a strong contender for our future sponsor. My fair Marion struck up a conversation with another Iris and...
Hold up, you named your iris Maid Marian? Seriously, my dude?
It's a bit embarrassing, but my lovely Iris decided she actually quite enjoys my, shall we say, aesthetic, and chose that moniker of her own free will.
Loxley's phone chimes in as a pink glowing figure in a beautiful medieval dress curtsies towards us.
Forsooth, it is my honor to assist friends of my Lord Loxley in all his battles with my powerful database indexing toolset. Huzzah!
So...
Right. To refocus, we may have an inroad with a powerful sponsor and a powerful opportunity. I still need to have a few more conversations and smooth some things over. But either way, we'll have the results by the end of the day.
That's all great and everything, but I think I have one small question. Whom exactly are you chatting with?
Nah.
Spoilers.
I feel that as your quote-unquote manager, I should at least get a hint, you know?
Seriously though, I wouldn't want you to get your hopes up, in case this falls through. It's already been a rough day for you. No need to make it rougher by promising you the moon and stars and delivering nothing.
I guess I can see that, but I don't know, being left in suspense is pretty awful too.
Very well. This calls for a distraction. Max is filled with those, thankfully. How are you taking it all? Or to it all? You did seem a tad bit overwhelmed this morning.
Adjusting. Everybody seems to be having fun too, which helps. I also spoke to Fight Shack to present our side of the story to the public.
I saw. You handled yourself well. I'm proud of you, Zilla. I propose we keep the good times rolling. If you like, you can accompany me to lunch and perhaps accompany me as I obtain a certain arcade relic.
A subtle glance from him confirms my suspicion that this is related to that creepy brain-bending game Polybius. He didn't want me getting involved, but I suppose I'm involved enough to the point where he'd rather include me than shut me out.
Lunch is... vibrating. Hold that thought. My pants are vibrating.
What? Rhapsody takes out their phone and quickly scrolls through what seems like a long chat thread.
What I was going to say was, lunch is always a welcome and delicious idea. However, I just found out I need to make my way back to the States for the Crimson Tiger Invitational. I'm casting the first match.
You mean the match we were supposed to be playing in?
Yeah.
That's right. But now it's P2W against some other small team. And there's one other caveat.
I'm not sure I need another surprise added on to this whole ordeal.
They need a second cast or two. I could do it with some rando, or Zilla could be my color commentator.
I could announce play to win's match.
Or you could go have lunch with Loxley. The twain are tantalizing choices for fun and distraction. Whatever you decide.
Damn! In information, both are interesting options for gathering intel. One on play to win, the other Polybius. Either way, I'll learn something.
What do you wanna do? What do you wanna do?
Man, okay, I do want to pick the Polybius thing, but it'd be kind of funny to announce play to win's match and maybe throw a jab at them. But let's do the Polybius one.
What? Okay.
I'm more interested in that road. Loxley, you and I, let's walk and talk, maybe get some lunch.
If you have a chance to pick me up something, I'd appreciate it. I'll be trapped at the stage for the rest of the day.
Catch you later.
Have fun. I'll see you both later.
You have my thanks.
Always helps to have a second when dealing with unsavory types.
Unsavory? As in this person would taste bad if boiled with broth and cilantro, or as in...
As in criminal elements, afraid. You recall our discussion about Polybius, the cursed arcade game, and my efforts to collect a working specimen of the technology.
Oh, hold on.
I was about to say, I'm like, your mouth sounds a little full right now.
Yeah. I thought he was going to talk more.
It's caught off guard.
I told stories at the beginning. I was prepping some kale for some salads for my lizard this week, and there was a lot, so I put some in the oven, and I got a big old bowl of it. I kind of forgot about it. Kind of hard to forget. I still wake up now and then with headaches thanks to that damn game.
Concerning. But our concern today is a dealer in bootleg arcade PCBs. That's printed circuit boards, the slabs of green plastic and chips that make games what they are. The lead is promising. He's offering what he claims is a genuine Polybius PCB in exchange for, let's say, a sum of money without specifying the actual amount.
Thing to spend your team's salary on considering our sponsorship woes.
This particular endeavor is being funded by my silent partners, actually.
Who are...
As noted, it's best if you don't know. But rest assured...
Not the hood.
Yes, pulling up the hood to show I'm serious. In all other matters, my loyalty is to unidentified flying Lacerta, which is partly why I wanted your assistance today. You refuse to look away from the truth of Polybius, and I can respect that. I owe you as much disclosure as possible. So, I aim to bind myself to you tightly in that conspiracy so that we have as few secrets between us as possible. You deserve a peek behind the curtain.
Oh. He's binding himself tightly. Peeking behind curtains. Okay. But let's clarify a few points. Are we headed towards guns and knives gang throwdown here?
Certainly not. I mean, I'd be rather surprised if that were the case. No. Today we simply deal with grey market arcade part resellers. Their crimes are strictly white collar. But it's never wise to arrive at such a meeting alone, since one of my silent partners missed their flight to this coast. Well...
Turn to me.
Precisely. So, are you game?
I'm in pretty deep on this stuff, aren't I? On one hand, I'm manager of a rising VOD 2 team. On the other, I'm dealing with Loxley's weird mysteries. But I can't deny the times I've woken with that burning, pixelated smile in my head. The Polybius incident isn't going away. Trying to face the storm, I say. If I wasn't ready to do that, I wouldn't have accepted Loxley's offer today. Okay, but I'm running if they pull, like, a big-ass katana on us.
And I'll be right behind you, believe me. I want nothing to do with violence. Shall we? Tally-ho!
And head north and huzzah. Loxley leads us out of the convention center, around the corner, and into an alley, conveniently out of sight of the tourists and gamers alike. What? Before I can ask how long it'll take for Loxley's mysterious contact to arrive, the shady character in question makes his presence felt. Rather than some dangerous-looking underworld figure, it's just some guy. Not particularly impressive. It's just a guy. But that stands to reason. If you're menacingly, if you're a bootleg arcade dealer, you probably don't want to make much of an impression. Avoids being picked out of a lineup later. Loxley nods to him, a simple acknowledgement as the dealer glances left and right.
Don't like doing this in the open, Clyde. It's Loxley, actually. We talked online, yes.
His name's Clyde!
So, your partner here, that's Clyde? I was expecting Clyde.
Most unfortunate.
Alas, Clyde missed their flight, so you're dealing with me and a trusted associate who will not be named.
I thought his name was Clyde. Clyde's out, I'm in. That gonna be a problem? You can call me Clyde if it makes you feel better.
Yeah.
Backing up Loxley's tough guy act isn't too tough, considering I'm a pretty gutsy sort of person.
Fine, whatever. Let's get on with this. You got the money?
And Loxley flashes an amount of cash rubber banded together that could probably purchase a mid-size SUV outright. Holy shit.
Damn!
Oh.
As promised, my compatriots keep to their word.
The dealer takes the wad, counting it quickly before reaching into a Max shopping tote and pulling out a silvery anti-static bag. Inside is a pile of 1980X silicon stuck to a green circuit board.
One Polybius prototype recovered from the Portland incident. Had to go on a limb for this one, Loxley.
You have my thanks.
More than worth the price. You have our thanks.
Second, this is way too easy, and something about that board isn't sitting right with me. If this is from some crusty old 1980X game, shouldn't the board look a little rattier than that?
Uh-oh.
The bottom one, or the middle one. Let's test it. Test it. You didn't think we'd call your bluff, huh?
What?
Okay, calling his bluff is actually a bluff, but nothing about this feels right, and I like going with my gut, so here goes nothing. It's a fake. It's a supremely lousy fake, too. Did you really think we wouldn't see through this pathetic act?
I don't know who the hell you are, bucko, but that's a legit Polybius.
Really? Care to stake more than a reputation on it? It's Max. I'm sure we could get a wiring harness or something and hook it up. See if it works as intended. Maybe let you have the first quarter.
I really rather not. I can't. I mean, I can't say I've tested it. Can you blame me? That thing's pure poison, right? You told my compatriots that your copy was working, and yet you did not test it. A little white lie. I'm sure it's fine. It's fine.
Unacceptable.
I believe my friend here has the right of it. You, good sir, are a swindler and a thief. You got it all wrong. Look, I was told it was legitimate. Really, I'm not trying to sell you a fake. And yet the end result is the same. Intention is irrelevant. Results matter. And the result is a false Polybius. I believe I will be taking my money back, and you may have your counterfeit. You gave me the money. Deal's over. I'm just gonna... I'll see myself out, okay? Jump him!
I was gonna say, hold on. How about we wideband this guy's browser history? Oh, Loxley, your fair maid Marion's a fully capable iris, yes? Meaning you have a super hacker in your pocket ready to obey your every command?
That would be the case, yes.
Yeah, I say we just jump him. Meaning we could dig up this guy's browser history and release it for all the world to see, right?
That would be the case, yes. Hey now. Look, honest mistake, okay? I'll take my board back. You take your money back. Everything's cool. We're cool. Please. Glad we could come to terms. You may go now. After returning my bankroll, if you please.
And the dealer practically hurls the money at Loxley before scattering to the winds.
A bit stickier of a situation than I'd planned, I'm afraid. Now I must return to my allies empty-handed. They shan't be pleased.
Like, flog you for this or anything, right?
Oh, heavens no. No matter the boogeyman you have envisioned in your mind, my allies, honestly, are on the side of the light. I swear it to be so. They'll be disappointed as well, but we'll recover. We'll resume the search for a Polybius. This is a long-term project. But we have you to thank for preventing a great loss on this day.
That's a
You
shame. I was
have
hoping
my
to get one.
thanks in particular.
You're a teammate and a friend. Glad I could keep you out of trouble. So are you ready to tell me more about this Polybius mess, considering I'm already buried neck deep in it?
Not yet. But honestly, today's adventure was productive in that regard.
Yes.
I'm making the
Was
case
it?
to my allies that you should be brought on board. Your assistance today will go a long way to proving your trustworthiness.
You're being
Oh my God,
advocated
am I gonna be a
for
spy?
to be on the
Yeah.
resistance.
That is
The
assuming
resistance.
you truly
He's the
want to go
resistance.
deeper. Rather than turn away from this path, I would still counsel against it. This is a risk you need not undertake.
Homeboy, there's a demon in my head. I gotta keep going to figure it out. Ow, fudge. Don't think I can really ignore what's going on. Not anymore. He's told me too much to back out now. I'm in. If only so I can understand what the hell happened to me back at Hamza's tournament and how to get it out.
Know thyself. A fine goal.
Well, glad that's sorted out, even if the results aren't quite what I hoped for. In gratitude for your assistance, say, can I grant you the boon of a hot meal? There's actually some lovely food trucks parked nearby.
Anyone know Morse code? All these hearts flying must mean something. They mean love and support. There've been like every couple of seconds. Yeah, there it is.
There they are! Like they're like pulsing, like boom boom,
Yeah.
boom boom.
It's like an actual heartbeat.
Yeah.
Shady back alley deals make me hungry. I'm down for chow. The two of us depart the alley to visit a number of food trucks that have parked on the street nearby.
Trust me, this is the best way to sample this fine city's cuisine. It's either this or the overpriced food court slop. Yes?
Not that the food trucks are particularly cheaper, but the chow does smell delightful in comparison to the compressed grease and pig parts on offer inside.
For $9.
With food acquired, including extra takeout for Rhapsody, we lean against the side of the building and chow down in the cool and refreshing air.
No, Billman, don't do it. Don't auto-clicker.
Don't crash your crow. I think I'm done dealing with wild conspiracies for the day. And pushing Loxley harder and harder on that front might push him away. You know, I'm glad you're still interested in the championship given your mysterious extracurricular activities.
Absolutely.
Oh, there it's going.
No matter what
it do
else
be
I may
going.
be, I'm a gamer at heart. And
Don't
even
say I'm a
if
gamer at heart.
technically I should be keeping a low profile. Well, the spotlight beckons. You know I love showing up the injustices of the arcade industry, yes? Well, the injustices of the esports scene are likewise ripe for the picking.
I gave our side of the story to Punchy78 today. Maybe we can continue to expose Play to Win's backstabbing ways.
Ideal! I'm proud of you. Don't allow injustice to slide without confrontation. If you ever want to know why people are bastards to each other, well, follow the money, I say.
You think Valkyrie bribed Crimson Tiger or something?
Not with money, no. But favor? Absolutely.
Well, I
The
mean, she
main
is
rule
bigger.
of capitalism is that the big fish eats the little fish. But if that's too obvious a play, the big fish need only deprive the little fish of nourishment, preventing the
I'm
little
little
fish
fish.
from growing
Little
strong
fish.
enough to ever truly challenge the bigger fish.
So what if we just do it like Agario and all be little fish and eat each other so we become big fish?
Yeah. Wasn't that like the revolution or the resolution to like A Bug's Life? Like all the ants fought up against the crickets, and they were like, and strength in numbers.
This is just Bug's Life.
Yeah. Video game, arcade game, Bug's Life.
Yeah. She claimed she was doing it to teach us valuable life lessons, but I doubt that. Yeah, top one. At the time, Valkyrie claimed she was doing this to protect us from her own mistakes. It almost seemed motherly. But now, yeah, I'm thinking your theory holds water. She just doesn't want a rival to rise to her level.
And will that stop us?
Definitely not.
Justice prevails.
Excellent. Let your heart be your compass, and it will forever point you to true north.
With the last of our lunch consumed, Loxley stretches out, getting ready to merge back into the crowds of Max.
Well, you've the afternoon ahead of you to enjoy this impromptu vacation, and Marion and I have work to do to secure the new sponsor. We'll check with you later once we have some results. Be ready to go at the drop of a hat, though. This may move quickly if all goes well as hoped.
Move here, go where?
Towards our destiny.
That is both inspiring and profoundly unhelpful.
I won't
He
explain,
departs with
bye!
He disappears into thin air and I start screaming, choosing to leave it at that.
What do you mean? Get back here!
Where are you?
What do you mean, destiny?
With Loxley's business concluded, I'm cut adrift again to wander the floors of Max. And you know what? I think I'm getting used to the chaos. I'm getting used to the crowds. And dare I say it, I'm kind of having fun. Losing our sponsor is a setback to be sure, but we're still on a winning streak. Why worry? We'll overcome this challenge. My trajectory is straight upward. Nothing's going to change that. I'm a winner, a champion, and the rest of the world needs to catch up to that idea. In the here and now, there's Max. There's fun to be had, and darn it, I should have some fun.
Beep beep.
Hi. Curious, I pull my phone from my pocket to be greeted by a smiling Iris.
I've been analyzing your conversational tone and heart rate ever since this morning. Aside from a brief spike of stress early on, you're doing well. I'm glad our efforts are paying off.
Yeah, we'll be back on track with the Pro Tour in no time.
No. I mean our efforts at helping you with your mental health issues.
Oh my gosh. My what? You mean my desire to win? Maybe I get too fixated, but I wouldn't go so far as to call it a mental health issue.
Call it what you like, but know that I think you're in a much healthier place now. You and the rest of your team. Think about it. You're all here pulling for a common cause, but also relaxing and enjoying time spent with friends. You're in a better place. And trust me, so are they. In fact, I'd say the real victory was...
Please don't say the friends we made along the way. I was gonna say that.
No matter what label you give it, the fact that you've all bonded over your woes and joys, your troubles and triumphs, it says a lot, you know?
I guess. It hasn't been that long, but I already feel close to everyone in UFL.
Anyone in particular
No.
strike your fancy?
I hate this question. What fancy and how is it being struck?
Don't forget, when we first started on this path,
No!
you might even find romance.
So this is just gonna be the same thing that like Ben and Matt had asked. So it's just gonna like
They're
up your
your
stats with like one of the
People
characters.
love and care about you.
I don't wanna.
Even if some wouldn't use those exact words. For some, perhaps that goes a little further than you might think. And don't deny you were interested in finding someone to love from the start. You told me, remember?
No.
We all
Now,
saw.
Don't feel obliged
We
to
all
make
saw.
it
No.
I'm still
I thought it'd be funny to be
frustrated
freaky.
with data and emotional analytics.
This isn't
I
freaky.
can
This
advise
is...
you act to the right time. Just something to think about, okay?
I don't have to do it. Stories!
Yes.
Please do! Is it just saying I'm okay with continuing on the path of freakiness or not?
I
Because
can't
if I say
remember.
the top one, I don't want to pick someone.
Yeah, like if you do pick that one and then it does, then they ask like, oh, who is it? Like it's just like what Ben and Matt had done. It's like, oh, anybody you're interested in, and then that just like you pick whatever person you want to like up your stats with. But yeah,
The freakiness is it's fun. I'll say the top one just because it's fun and I want it to keep doing that.
okay.
I think it's entertaining, but don't make me pick one. No, I don't want to say it. It's funny you should bring this up, actually. Now that I think about it, there is someone who I'd love to spend more time with.
Ooh.
I need her to throw me a lifeline. You have to ask. You're the emotional interpreter. Surely you can figure it out.
Aw, but I want spoilers. Come on, please.
Nope, no spoilers. Sorry. No, I'm not gonna spoil it. You'll find out when you find out.
Boo! But okay, it's up to you how much data you want to give me. Thanks. I'll do everything I can to help you in your love life. Just say the word.
No.
Anyway, you've got the rest of the afternoon to spend with your friends. How about I open your map and point out where they are now?
I probably could have done the points, but I
Eliza's done being called out. She's like, let me relax.
No more. Show me what you got.
Now performing location search. Beep beep. Ding. Here you are.
Oh, Jay's here?
She's on call with Zapper.
Oh, right. And who's in the palace? There! Go there, please!
You want to see novels?
Yes! Why is Novels at the palace booth? I figured he would be around at Max since Play to Win are participating in the tournament and stole our sponsor, but at the palace? Shouldn't he be with his team? As of reading my thoughts, Iris chimes in.
The main matches just concluded now, and they're setting up for the finals. P2W easily got through the ranks.
Thanks for that, Iris.
Finals don't start for another few hours, so Novels is probably enjoying Max. Just like you.
I should go make sure that's what's really going on and that Novels isn't causing anyone any trouble. Uh-oh. Iris and I continue our conversation as we walk through the show floor. The palace. Didn't their CEO flee the country after, being outed for fraud and crimes and stuff?
You mean Dekonami? No one knows where he is or what happened to him. The corporation that Deco left behind rebranded from Deco's Palace to merely The Palace. Sadly, they're still going strong and making life more difficult for smaller arcades.
Sigh as I approach the overtly bright, overly flashy booth. Compared to others, this one is thrice its size. It's huge. The palace spares no expense at Max. It's a maze of ticket games, prize booths, and some more traditional arcade cabinets. They even have a FOD 2 cab. And that's exactly where I see Novels. Novels is playing alone, and by the looks of it, he is not having a great time. He appears to be haphazardly going through the motions of the game, not really paying attention to the game itself or his surroundings. So I take this opportunity to saddle up next to him and press the second player button. The words "a new teammate has joined" burst onto the screen and were brought back to the character select.
Huh?
Looks like you could use a partner.
Ain't that the truth? Playing by myself is not as exciting as you think. But what are you doing here? I thought you and your unidentified flying Lacerda got booted from the tournament. No thanks to us. I thought you'd be on your way home by now.
Nah, no point in sulking at home when there's so much of Max to see and experience. Isn't that what you're doing? Enjoying what the palace has to offer? Novels mumbles something incomprehensible, ignoring making eye contact with me, and continues to sluggishly push buttons. Something's definitely up with him. Where's that playful spirit I enjoy so much?
Yes, the playful spirit of Novels
The playful
of Novas.
spirit that we all know.
Of course!
From Novels of Novas.
From Novels of Novas of all people.
That's why you watch. Before joining P2W, Novels was all smiles and jokes when we're together, but it feels like ever since that team recruited him, his shining personality's been subdued.
This has become a more lore accurate Novels as the
Yeah, I was gonna say,
by.
this is him. Everything okay? Yeah, everything okay? It pains me to see Novels so downtrodden. I can't help but wonder what's going on with him. Hey Novels, is everything okay with you? You don't seem like you're having a good time here at the palace. You can talk to me about it, if you'd like. A sad smile spreads on his lips.
I'm fine.
Obviously, he's not fine. He's on the verge of tears. The pain in his eyes is clear as the night sky. Regardless of that, he keeps playing, pushing the buttons mindlessly, forcing himself to continue the game. Placing a comforting hand on his forearm, I smile kindly at him. Novels, what are you doing to yourself?
What do you think I'm doing? I'm training up for the finals.
You can do that anywhere, especially at Max. I've passed like 4 separate FOD cabinets walking over here. There's a specific reason why you're here. Novel sighs heavily, no longer holding anything back from me.
I've always trained at the palace. It's got the toughest competitors. Not in the sense of the most skilled or talented, of course. I can just look to my team for that. The palace brings forth the worst, most vitriolic people in the community.
Yeah.
Heck, they openly support it, and even sponsors know bigots. Being great in competitive games isn't just about being good at games. It's about withstanding the abuse. I come to the palace because without fail, they will always fling the vilest words. I just step up to my spot and the berating starts. I wish that Beacon, Beepole, and Untalented Hack were the worst of it, but that's not.
He just went into an Overwatch comp match. That's awful, Novels. Why put yourself through that?
I have to. You probably don't even hear it when you're up on the stage. People adore you and your team. You've had nothing but good press. While my team gets booed. They taunt me. They call for my death. They don't see that I'm not like the rest of them. In this game, you have to be strong. You have to block all that out. You can't falter. If you let your mind wander, those insults, you can't focus on the game. You can't focus on your plays. You have to prove yourself and to everyone around that you're fucking good.
Down at his shaking hands, breaking eye contact with me.
So I come here, to the palace. If I've already experienced all that and worse, that when it comes to time for me to perform in matches that matter, I'm already numb to it all.
I'm at a loss for words. Nothing I can say feels appropriate, so I let him continue.
It's draining, you know? To be constantly berated and yelled at. To be called offensive names, told that you're nothing.
Sniffles, bringing his hand to wipe the corner of his eye.
You build up this thick skin. And you wear it so proudly, like some shining armor. But deep down, little by little, it whittles at your core. It's heartbreaking.
I let the silence remain, each lost in our own thoughts. It's only the flashing game over screen that brings us back.
So, Zilla, don't think trash talking me will get under my skin. It just won't work.
Novels has newly restored energy, seemingly back to his old attitude, smiling and laughing. Maybe our little chat helped get some things off his chest? But his words don't fully convince me.
Come on. I dare you to say your worst to me during the finals. Double dare me. See if you can break me.
I'll be cheering you on. Yeah. Does Novels really expect me to trash talk him after all we've been through together? I don't think so. If I can be there in the crowd for your final match, I'm absolutely going to be cheering you on. I'll be the loudest voice you hear, I promise.
That's not necessary. Listen, Zilla, I should really get back to my teammates before they start thinking I'm ghosting them for finals. I'll catch you later.
Novels takes a few quick steps away from the cabinet, only to pause for a stride. He looks back to me.
And, Zilla, thanks.
I can't say I'm not worried about Novels. That was certainly a heavy conversation we just had. And I'm not sure if that made my relationship with Novels better or worse. But what do I know? What I do know is that I need to go do something else. I just need a moment to decompress from all of this.
That was
I need to give him a hug.
Yeah, it's like, get back here. I need to comfort you.
I want to give him a hug. Yeah. Let's go to the middle with Jinx and Zapper and see what they're doing.
Yeah. Hello? Can you hear me? Your voice went all robot-y for a second. It's like there's more radio signals in this building than actual oxygen. I said that if... Get me up. See if you can... What? Repeat that last bit? Click.
Are you kidding me?
Damn it, I swear to God, I'm spiking this phone straight into the floor if I get one more drop call.
Huh?
How long were you standing there?
I have to wonder if you're gonna straight up smash your phone or not. I phoned up Jinx earlier today. You get a better signal outside the building.
What, and expose myself to the concentrated carbon emissions of a dozen food trucks? Oh, hell no.
Well, this sucks.
This monkey wrenches my plans. I mean, I could improvise, but I'm just not sure what to do for Jinx.
Clarification, please.
I'm trying to get a little gift for everyone on the team. Something personal, you know? Something I know they'll like. I got Domino a little vinyl pop figure of a sad anime boy. Huxley got a foam pixel sword. I found a really good broadcast set for Rapsy on discount. So like a L pop figure, a Minecraft diamond sword, and a Blue Yeti microphone.
Yeah, Blue Yeti, a snowball microphone.
Oh,
isn't that like baby's first
microphone? Apart from like my first microphone was, it came with a High School Musical karaoke game, and it plugged into the back of the Wii.
Stop, that's so real.
It was fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
For what it was.
You make do.
It was great. See, you start from anywhere. You can start from anywhere.
Yep.
Actually, even before that, I started recording covers just on my Mac desktop, like, webcam mic. I didn't even have a mic when I started. I was just singing into the screen, hoping for the best.
Baby stories.
Haha! Trying to do things on the internet. On GarageBand, which I still use to this day.
I mean, if it ain't broke.
It ain't broke, it still works.
That's so sweet.
Yeah. I found a pretty sweet Euroboard game for Grace, like one of those ones where you place workers and trade wheat for sheep and crap. Oh, Catan? I'm not sure what to get for Jinx. I have a hard time reading her, you know? She's normally so quiet.
Stories. I saw something in chat and I checked the Discord. I just sent it to you. Someone made that.
Who took the time to edit our hair like this?
It was Bill, man. They got your hair like you see the
Oh.
right arm. They got the hair under the arm and everything.
Iconic! Oh my gosh. Did you take a screen cap of when I was just a head and no body?
For those that are curious, I'm gonna post it on my Twitter later.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love
okay.
it.
Is that okay with you, Bill, man?
I love it.
I wanna make sure that's alright.
Oh.
Oh man, great. Okay. You need to use 2 different headshots. Alright. Okay, let's work through this. What are your options? Thank you, Bill, man.
I've got 3. There's a plastic steering wheel controller for Grace's retro consoles. He gets a copy of the Fast Car 6 soundtrack on vinyl and, I don't know, like a Max hoodie? But she doesn't really wear hoodies, the controller's kind of junky. And as for Fast Car 6, I heard the guy who made it did like inappropriate things with a badger or something. Oh. Help me out here, okay? What do you think she'd like the most?
The top one, the music. She likes music and she likes fast cars.
Yeah.
Even if the game's taboo, music is music, right? And it's a rare find, which is a plus. Maybe she'd enjoy rocking out to some FC6 tunes while she plays FC7.
Kinda risky, but hell, why not? It's a record made by an entirely different company. It's not like the jerk bud who made the game is getting a dime off this sale. Let's get it.
With gift selection made, we step in line to very gradually approach the makeshift booth's cash register.
With a badger? With a badger? The poor badger.
Is this allowed?
Is this allowed?
Is that allowed? Given the amount of people in line ahead of us, clutching soon-to-be-purchased nerd totems, it's going to take a while. Hey, wait, you mentioned gifts for everyone except...
A little forward there.
Don't ask! Don't ask!
Where's
Except
my
me!
gift?
All right.
And she pulls a small plush Fod2 dolly from her backpack and presses it into my hands. Oh.
Here you go. You're a Tomokaze main, yeah? Stick this next to your pillow so you can cozy up on the generic Mick every protagonist tonight. As for me, tonight I've got plans.
Plans? What manner of plans, may I ask?
Duh, it's Max. This is the party capital of the nerd world. Game publishers parties with game-themed cocktails, room parties which result in furniture tossed out the window into the pool, or even just hanging out in the hotel bar. Man, if you can't have fun at Max, you're not even trying. Or possibly dead.
I thought this was an industry trade event, not a party. I mean, I haven't seen any partying yet.
You've been sticking to the expo floor. You gotta know people who can get you into the good stuff. And that only happens off-site and at night. Concerts by gamer-themed bands, augmented reality mobile game pub crawls to catch pocket monsters. All sorts of great stuff is out there.
Awesome sauce.
Max is just the starting point, the rally marker everybody flocks around. The real hotness is the community around Max, and they know how to party. If you want to be a normie shut-in and stay at the hotel all night getting a healthy sleep, that's your biz, but I'm planning to hit the town. Unless you want to tag along.
Wait! Am I gonna have to do the sponsor thing?
Oh, this isn't gonna impact like any sort of like later on thing. This is like, imagine if you were to go out partying, this happens off screen.
Yeah, party.
Yeah.
You have my curiosity, but now you have my attention. I would very much like to par, especially with heavy amounts of tea.
Party it is! Let's burn this town down with to the foundations with our sheer awesomeness. You won't regret this, Zilla. Well, okay, maybe you'll regret it, but you'll at least have fun doing things you deeply regret the next day.
Plan for us.
I'm gonna start out at Atari promo event. It's tame, but you gotta ramp into these things. Next, I got an invite from an old rival of mine to join a pub crawl. I figured we'd do that until we can't walk straight, then join a hotel room party.
Party, exactly.
We'll figure that part out when we get to it. but all that can wait. Still a few more hours of max left before we close out the day, right? I'm gonna wrap up my shopping, dump all my crap off back at the hotel, get some dinner, and then lock and load for party times. Meet you back here when the expo hall closes so we can commence the fun. Kick ass!
Slinging her bag of swag over one shoulder, Zapper turns heel and marches back into the fray of Max. Hopefully we'll both survive tonight's festivities. Now, where to next?
We've got Grace in the indie arcade or Domino in the parking lot.
I could go either. Shall we partake in the spoon?
We can. You know what? I've procured a wooden spoon.
Oh.
So it's got slightly different dynamics of flippage.
Dynamics.
Let me just
The airfoil ratio.
Exactly.
Okay.
Let me just make some room here. All this clutter. All right. What are we designating as bowl and curve?
Bowl is Grace. Bump is Domino.
Okay. Yay! Oh, bowl again.
Bowl again is Grace.
Grace.
Might be geared towards going more on bowl.
Probably a bit more weighted, but nah, that's fine.
What are you gonna do?
Fine.
Yeah. If there's one place I'm definitely going to find Grace, it's the indie section. Indie Max, previously known as IMAX before they got sued, occupies a large section of the show floor, not quite as flashy as the Palace, not as popular, but visually quite distinct. I spot Grace playing some currently untitled Goose Game, navigating an irritating waterfowl around with a joystick.
I totally didn't get motion sick from a game just like that. Not at all. Not at all.
I think I saw that one.
My mom saw it. She called me afterwards. She's like, "Are you okay?" And I was like, "I'm fine."
Oh, I gotta play that. I'll play it for vicarious stories. So is this the game? Is this game for the birds?
Huh?
She doesn't get it. It's a pun because birds in a game.
Oh, I see. That's very clever. But hey, check this out.
After her game ends, Grace steps away, and the arcade game doesn't simply go into its looping demonstration mode. Instead, a menu pops open with a dozen different indie arcade titles on offer, each playable for a mere quarter. Even the marquee art across the top shifts and blurs. It's not a painted backlit sign, it's an animated LCD screen which changes based on the game being played.
Oh, that's cool.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice, huh? It's called an indie cab. It's a multi-game that even changes the cabinet's art based on what you're playing. If you roll out one of these on an arcade and buy up a bunch of indie games for it, you can play anything you like.
So, multicades are anything new. Domino plays on one all the time, and Jinx hacked her Fast Car 7 to be a racing multicade.
Right, but those are hacks. This one is a platform. Games are distributed digitally and legally. The whole thing is powered by a generic PC inside the cabinet. The indie devs get paid for their hard work and don't even have to manufacture a bunch of expensive one-off single game cabinets to get their game out there.
That's wonderful.
Indie Cab is really going to revolutionize indie arcade games. No more limited edition runs of games because they can't afford to make a bunch of copies.
I guess the second one.
Like every game is in it. Metaphor for depression.
A lot of them are.
It really is.
Yeah. Indie's in an arcade, so are we talking rescuing the princess, but really it's a metaphor for anxiety and depression and possibly the atomic bomb, or...
Oh gosh, I hope so. Wait, you were joking.
Technically yes, but now that I think about it, that'd be kind of awesome. More interesting than shooting space monsters or punching ninjas.
That sounds great.
Exactly. We need more depth in the arcade scene. More experiences beyond brief thrills for a single quarter. long-form experiences with save data you can store on cards, story-driven epics you can consume a chapter at a time. The major publishers don't want to risk anything, so they churn out the same shooters and fighters and racers, but indies, that's another story. And with this new low-cost distribution method, maybe we'll see more variety, games for everyone, diverse games for all walks of life.
Like the Wanderlust Trail, right?
Right, like the Wanderlust Trail. Maybe.
Just maybe? Something wrong?
I've kind of been developing my game for the last 5 years. Not including restarting from scratch twice. And I'm not sure when or if I'll ever be done.
It's in development hell, as it were.
It's more that I can't settle on one approach. Is it a hopeful game about fighting for the future? A peaceful game about a quiet life? Just a nostalgic RPG throwback? I don't know. Maybe it's for the best I'm way more focused on Fist of Discomfort 2 right now. It's not like Wanderlust Trail was going anywhere.
Instinctively, I find myself nodding in agreement. We're on a roll with Pro Tour victories, and being out winner takes plenty of hard work.
Winner. Just gonna monotone.
Yeah,
Winner. Winner.
But that instinct gets yanked back hard on seeing how conflicted Grace seems to be. Grace, I don't want you to feel like my dreams of glory are more important than your dreams as a game designer.
No, it's not that. It's just, I guess, I'm worried I'm turning into some aimless auteur, endlessly tinkering away on a going nowhere project. I want Wanderlust Trail to be something special, something of meaning and worth, which can help light the path for others. Maybe I'm not decisive enough, not strong enough to really create something with that kind of weight. I don't know. Without a clear direction, I'm too creatively blocked right now to proceed. But that leaves me more time to practice my Bot 2 skills, right? Which helps my friends. I like supporting my friends. So, that's good, right?
Maybe we could collaborate and brainstorm. Maybe the problem is working in a vacuum, you know? The risk of being a single vision auteur is having nobody to collaborate with. I'd be happy to volunteer my service as a creative sounding board, and don't feel obliged to run with my weird ideas. Just talking through your problems could help.
I already talked with Jinx about my game, but I guess more couldn't hurt. I appreciate the offer, Zilla, and when the time's right, I might take you up on it. But for now, I think focusing away from game dev would be good. I have been getting some interesting ideas after seeing these great indies at Max. I want to write down some, but for when I'm ready to get back to work.
See? Ideas can come from anywhere. I'm sure you'll get past your creative block eventually.
Right. It'll be fine in the long run. I just need to accept things are a bit much of... they're a bit much right now. And that's okay. For now, let's focus on VOD 2. I know we got, booted out of today's tournament, but there are plenty more tournaments to come, more qualification points to earn. I'm ready, willing, and able to fight for my friends. You can count on me.
Never had a doubt of that. You value your friends dearly.
Okay, I should finish checking out all these cool indies before the show floor closes.
Thanks a bunch.
Thanks for your words of encouragement, Zilla. You're the best.
Aw. Always nice to help cheer up someone deserving of cheer. Okay, I'm freshly invigorated. Whom do I want to talk to next? I think I'm out of time. As I explore around Max, going up and down the aisles and taking it all in, I see something flicker in the corner of my eye. A shadowy vision that makes my heart stop beating briefly. Is that the creepy secret agent type person from Hamza's tournament? What the heck is she doing just wandering around Max?
Uh-oh.
Not only that, but clearly scanning the crowd, looking for something or someone. If Loxley's right and she's one of the dangerous groups seeking out Polybius's hardware, getting spotted by her would be a bad thing. I do my best to blend into the crowd to avoid drawing her attention, except for my bright green hair and my bright red shirt. No need to cause problems for myself or Loxley. Unfortunately, hiding in a crowd the size of Max is easily done. I keep my back turned as she walks past, busying myself with watching a game trailer on a nearby monitor. Count down from 10, backwards. Calm yourself. Breathe. Okay. Damn it. Unjust universe, I don't have time to deal with creepy conspiracy theories and mysterious women in black. I've got an esports team to run. In fact, I should be checking in with Loxley and Rhapsody about their sponsor solution. If we're gonna recover from this nosedive and start winning again, we need to...
Aliza Geckoda.
Oh no!
Or should I refer to you as Zilla?
Play cool, play cool, play cool, play cool. Oh, wow. Sorry, no time to chat. Let's go. Run. Sorry, no time to chat. I've got important team business that I need to attend to. Run. If you're interested in sponsoring us or managing an esports event, you can email me at...
This will not take long, I assure you. I simply have a few questions about a certain arcade game you played recently. I believe the name was Polybius, correct? Yes?
No. No idea what you're talking about.
I have little doubt you are extremely aware of what I'm talking about. Tell me, have you been experiencing any numbness or tingling in your hands? Perhaps moments of disorientation or night terrors?
I still don't know what you're talking about.
Interesting. Miss Geckoda, contrary to what certain criminal annoyances may or may not have told you, I am not your enemy. My only interest is public safety, keeping dangerous artifacts away from citizens such as yourself. Any information you can offer me would be appreciated. When you're ready to talk, here's my number.
She presses a black business card into my tingling hand. It even has a watermark. Embossed on it is simply the number 6. No area code, no exchange, no other digits whatsoever.
6.
6? Your phone number is just 6? How am I supposed to... And she melts back into the crowd, somehow managing to vanish into the throng of gamers despite wearing an outfit that'd make her stand out anywhere other than a funeral. As she departs, I pull out my phone to enter the number into my contacts. Why not? Don't do that.
A singular number.
And then I notice the icon for Iris is missing. No. Wait, there it is. Peeking in from the side, jittering a little before scooting back into place. She can hide her app? Yeah, the CIA are about to disappear me. Yeah, you get it. Alright. Iris, something wrong?
I was almost hacked just now. When the woman approached you, there was an intrusion in your phone over the Max Cellular Tower.
What? Did the cyber police seriously just backhack me or something?
The probe's gone now, but it was scanning your phone to see what apps you had installed. I got scared and quickly hid my data before it found anything. I mean, I'm a pirated software service. You could have gotten in trouble.
It implied she was part of a dangerous group that's trying to track down Polybius machines. And if your personality systems at some primitive level are based on Polybius technology...
And she was looking for me! Oh, good thing I hid then. We better avoid her in the future.
Between Valkyrie trying to destroy our team for our own good, Coda accusing me of ruining his life, and now a creepy agent getting all up in my business. This day is not exactly going according to plan. I'm supposed to be in the semifinals of a tournament by this point. Before anxiety can truly set up shop in my brain and get to work twanging those nerves, my teammates approach, all smiles.
Ha! A fine adventure.
Victory for unidentified flying Lacerta. We have completed arrangements with our new sponsor. Don't celebrate before we've actually won, Loxley. We aren't quite there yet. There's gonna be an interview process. Sort of.
Are you being vague on purpose? Again?
Actually, this time we're being vague on the orders. Our sponsor wants to see how you perform with zero preparation. If we spoil what's in store, the deal's off.
They got you bugged or something? Seriously, is it too much to ask that something in my life be straightforward and simple?
No, you're a protagonist.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It's a bit unconventional, but I think you'll be pleased with the results. Everything should be ready within an hour and...
Rhapsody's ringtone and upbeat K-pop song distracts them.
1 minute, Zilla. This might be related.
You've gotta be
Hello? This is Rhapsody. Wait, what? Seriously? That's amazing. Okay, bye.
Rhapsody puts away their phone and I look at them expectantly.
We have an unanticipated guest at the FOD base.
Part 1, what is the FOD base?
Instead of having a booth on the main show floor, they've set up camp in a side area for everything and anything related to FOD. They have their own panels, voice actors, and devs signing autographs, cosplay contests, photo ops, the whole thing.
Part 2, who's the guest?
Jason Takeshi. If memory serves me correctly, he's the lead developer on FOD.
I vibe with it.
The very same. The one who has the brains behind our favorite game. It'd be an honor to finally meet him. Would you like to come with me, Zilla? Touch fingers with the creator? Actually, I was rather hoping to pull Zilla away for a bit to assist me in a small matter. And do you see the booth for the palace over yonder?
Yeah, I read on novels earlier. Apparently they're a cesspit of bad behavior.
Their esports scene is indeed foul and unpleasant, but their primary stock and trade is bilking children out of their money with colorful prize games. Serving multiple audiences with unpleasant but highly profitable approaches has granted them considerable strength in this industry. A position of power they freely abuse, with a phalanx of lawyers to defend themselves against accusations of encouraging gambling in minors with their scammy prize games.
Shall we?
Tell me, Zilla, how would you feel about engaging in some arcade justice with me?
You're gonna do crimes again, aren't you?
If by doing crimes you mean break into the data network and steal corporate intel about their latest secret scheme, then yes, I'm going to do crimes. But I'll bear the burden of naughtiness for the most part, when I needed someone to play distraction for me while I slip in and liberate the data.
Sounds good to me.
Heck yeah, crimes! I can't stand the palace myself, never have or will I ever cast there. It tarnishes esports' reputation with their poor sportsmanship. I hope that after Dekonami vanished, their company would go bankrupt at least, but sadly, it's still hanging around. Seeing Loxley take them down a peg would be honestly kind of nice. I can go to the FOD base by myself if you prefer to help him. Either way, we should be ready for when the new sponsor wants to see us in an hour, so we leave this decision to you, friend.
Well, crimes or a cool opportunity to rub elbows with somebody who's very important in our field.
It's up
Crimes.
to you. You want to do crimes?
Let's do crimes. Do crimes. Who doesn't like taking $1 billion arcade tyrant down a peg? Loxley, we ride!
Tally-ho and such! Oh, don't worry, this won't take long, and the team shouldn't feel any repercussions. My plan is sheer elegance in its simplicity.
Catch you later.
Hope we both have some fun. Meanwhile, I'm gonna have some fun mingling with some very influential people.
I know, that's also important. Hold on. Hair stuck in my head.
Oh no!
How many times must we teach you this lesson, old man? Yeah, okay, I was gonna say, I was hoping she'd tell him about that. Because that's an important thing. Actually, before we engage in criminal antics, I think you should know something. I had a weird encounter with this woman in a black suit just now, someone who was keenly interested in Iris.
I'm aware of her. Not the time or place to discuss.
An unpleasant business, this?
Needless to say, she's one of the reasons I didn't want to trouble you with all this nonsense I'm involved in. I did mention other parties were interested in Polybius, yes. Rest assured that we'll maneuver her to avoid her today. Agreed?
I'd like to avoid a repeat of that encounter, yes.
Very well. Let us resume our normal tomfoolery, with an eye to caution, of course.
Now! So what's the plan? Do you need Iris to hack something?
A winner is you!
I'm ready, willing, and able. No firewall or antivirus software will stop me from supporting Zilla's dreams. I admire your determination, but no, I'd rather handle the hack personally. The skill of an Iris, guided by human experience, is a winning combination, and I've more experience than you in such matters.
There, you're gonna use your Iris for this?
Indeed. Mary and I can make short work of the palace servers.
On hearing her name, Loxley's phone hanging halfway out of his pocket chirps away in delight.
Forsooth, what noble transgressions must we perform in the name of king and country? Gainst all enemies I shall stand true, my liege. Huzzah! Marion, you don't need to lay it on quite that thick with the gimmick.
Oh my god. She's enthusiastic.
Hey!
Hello, Marion. I don't think we've met. I'm Iris.
Hey!
I too am Iris. I've grown and adapted to meet the needs of my user. And besides, it's fun. Huzzah! What ho!
I figured all the irises knew each other already.
Oh, we have a bare bones communal meeting space within our cloud, but generally we're busy with our own users. And all our data is encrypted, even from each other, to ensure user privacy. Nor your secrets shall spill from my lips, my lord.
Shall we?
My lord. Now let's get to work. You see the representative over there in the blue jacket? I need you to distract him while I plug Marion into their network. Whatever you can do to keep his attention engaged and focused on you. But you can't simply make a big dramatic scene. Nothing that will draw the attention of max security enforcers. Just hold his focus.
Keep his focus, don't start trouble. Got it.
I'm going to need at least 3 uninterrupted minutes. I'll rendezvous with you back at the indie game area when I'm done. Ready?
Ready.
Crime!
I love crime. Loxley tucks his hood up and over to conceal his features as he blends back into the crowd. I feel like that'll make him stand out. Okay, be charming, be distracting. How do I want to approach this situation? I was gonna pick the top one, but we want to not show ourselves off, right?
Yeah, we don't want any
Let's be a reporter.
trace.
Yeah. Budget 78 may not appreciate me pretending to be a Fight Shack reporter, but I might actually be able to spin this in his favor if I get a good interview from this ruse. I'll record the audio and send it to him. May work as an apology. Excuse me, can I have a minute of your time?
Hello, welcome to the Palace, the premier center for family entertainment, esports, action, and more. Can I help you?
I'm Fisty23 with Fight Shack. You know all the fighting that's fit to post? Fisty23!
Why? You couldn't have come up with a better name than that!
I guess Punchy. Slappy? Smacky. Fisty. Loxley offers me a brief nod approving of my high-risk cover story. Makes sense he does enjoy a challenge when it comes to skirting the law.
Oh, always happy to talk to someone from Fight Shack. Our focus today isn't on our diverse and impressive esports lineup, but...
Oh, new project in the works?
Yes, one aimed at our more casual players. I don't think Fight Shack would really be interested, though. If you like, I can give you the contact number of our esports director. Otherwise, if you'll excuse me.
Wait. Why not talk about your upcoming project? Always good to get in front of a large audience, right? And Fight Shack isn't strictly hardcore only.
Good point. Okay, I can do a short interview about our latest innovation.
I hold up my phone to record the interview. Welcome to Fight Shack. We're here at Max talking with the Palace about the next big thing in gaming.
Tell me, do you enjoy redemption games?
Redemption? Is this a religious thing? Crap, a reporter would have known that bit of arcade knowledge. Fortunately, the rep laughs it off like I was making a wacky internet joke.
Games that earn tickets to be redeemed for valuable prizes. The Palace is the best redemption games in the world. Joysticks and buttons are the past. What fun is a game that doesn't earn you any rewards? But the Palace feels there's room for even further innovation in this play space, switching things up to make the games even more exciting. What if, and follow me on this journey.
Don't look at him. The rep puts an arm around his shoulder while making a sweeping gesture as if gazing towards the bright horizon of tomorrow. And nearly spots Loxley in the process, so I quickly speak up. I'm already interested, no need to embellish. What do you got for me?
What if, instead of exchanging tickets for prizes directly, you could exchange tickets for a loot box? No! That is the worst idea I've ever heard of! I don't even
Things
do
that you
loot box
already
games!
won and spent money on to get even less of a chance to get something?
Bro!
I mean, granted they're better than battle passes in some cases, but like in real life...
I don't want a real life loot box!
Yeah. What? What?
We're replacing all the prizes in the palace with loot boxes. There could be anything in there. A rare collectible, a brand new phone, keys to a sports car, perhaps. The more you play, the more loot boxes you earn. And with our new palace battle pass, esports players get our free loot boxes for participating in our competitions. No!
This.
This is the worst thing I've ever heard of.
Shitty, company that's known for like being crappy and making like crappy arcade games to trick children. What if we do loot boxes and battle pass in real life? Two things that historically video game players do not like very much.
If I wanted a membership, I go to the gym. I already have one actually, so I don't want another one.
Forget like Spotify.
Yeah, like bro. Wow, you might even earn cosmetics.
Clothes? Like eyeshadow and lipstick?
Well, yes, if you choose to trade tickets for one of our pink gamer princess loot boxes.
Oh no, enough. Gamer princess!
But I meant more like customizable options for your profile on the palacearcade.com. It's not even real clothes!
You get a real life loot box to get an online... Huh?
Oh my god, but wait, there's more! Is there? Rare drops from our esports themed loot boxes like the monster box or the leak crate can earn you boosters?
Gosh, I can't wait to hear what this is.
These are digital codes you can use to gain bonuses in the games you play. So you're just making a sort of a loop cycle to play the games, get more loot boxes, get the boosters to play the games again.
Pay to win.
Oh my
It's just pay to
god. It's pay to win with more hoops to jump.
Yeah.
More lives, more power, a true advantage over the competition. What's more, some boxes make a non-fungible token! No! Yeah, if we haven't already established that this place is trash, this place is trash.
Cryptocurrency.
Yes, sir, you can't fund these tokens. I hate saying this.
Punch this person in the face.
So valuable this crypto magic could be. Loot boxes, battle passes, and NFTs of the future. The palace is at the forefront of what gaming should be.
We started with Pong, people. Table tennis.
What?
We need to get them to keep talking. Let's say the second one. There's different types of loot boxes. Let's get them to keep talking. Wow, so many different loot boxes. How amazing. Please go on at extended length about all the different loot I can obtain while not looking in that direction.
Over here. Why, all sorts of great loot. Are you into fly fishing? We've got the hook crate for you. All sorts of lures, reels, and sometimes live bait. Is that even legal?
God, I would love worms. Fortunately, getting the representative super excited about this waking nightmare is serving as an excellent distraction.
It's like they just added every bad thing they could think. They really did. They're just like, if this wasn't bad enough, let me make it worse.
I like worms. Let's take this.
Are you a red-blooded patriot? I'm Canadian. You'll love the American craze.
I'm in hell!
Just little flags, eagles on t-shirts, and a Statue of Liberty mug.
If I win those, I'm shipping you the stores.
No!
You get them.
No, I don't want them.
Red-blooded American,
I don't want them. I'll probably have to pay tariffs on the shipping.
You would! Pay $50 for me to send you a mug. Gosh.
Oh, no. And that's for the collectors. Our vital box delivers adorable square-headed figures based on...
It's Funko Pop.
There's just so much possibility. How about a meat crate? Just meat. Lots and lots of meat.
Lots of meat.
Slather it in sauce
know what? Hell yeah, I want the meat crate.
I suppose, although...
No, wait. We need a crate. Reusable plastic food containers, print and fold cardboard package designs, boxes within boxes within boxes for unboxing videos. And finally, for black metal fans and nihilists, the nothing box. There's nothing in it. You see, you get nothing. You literally pay money to get nothing. The rep steps back to ponder my supposedly sincere suggestion.
I like your gumption. You may have future marketing. Hey, take my business card. If you ever want to change your careers, well, you know where to find me. Ciao.
I need a shower.
Me too.
But for now, I loop back around to the indie section to reconvene with Loxley. He practically slips into existence from between two shadows appearing suddenly in my path.
Bro, we just had the most bonkers interview ever. I don't think anyone wants to hear this.
Mission accomplished, I dare say. We have the complete internals memo archive regarding the new loot box systems.
I hope there's something more memorable in there than a bunch of incredibly stupid marketing ideas.
Oh, there's some juicy details. Marion, summarize. Certainly. I have no less than 30 spreadsheets detailing the exact odds for prizes within each line of loot boxes, along with the details on how they will precede the top-end prizes in boxes designated to be won by palace employees only.
Oh, jeez. So nobody gets a sports car unless they already worked for the company.
There are also plans to hire influencers and content creators to unbox loot online, which will likewise be preceded with high-quality items, along with notes to make sure these hired social media stars do not disclose their paid sponsorship.
Which is illegal. It's illegal, right?
Very illegal. Absolutely. This is huge, Zilla. I'd hope that Dekonami's run-in with the law would have shut down the palace, but this could do it. The question is, what do we do with this information? It was obtained illicitly. They have plausible deniability. How can we torpedo their efforts at poisoning arcade culture?
Leak it to the press. Yeah. This is why we have the Fourth Estate, right? To keep the public informed of any shady dealings happening just out of sight. I can get in touch with Punchy78 again and make sure this information gets out there. He'd be thrilled to work with us on this.
An unsound notion.
I prefer to stay anonymous. I'm supposedly keeping a low profile, remember?
That's fine. I've got a rapport with Punchy. I'm sure we can be listed as an anonymous source. Sound good?
Indeed. I'm a firm believer in Fight Shack's strong game journalism. Less easy clickbait, less press release parroting, more hard investigative work. It's hard to pronounce words sometimes while trying to keep up an accent I don't have. They can dig deeper and verify what we've discovered, vindicating the information, and then, when the public knows the truth, the palace will fall. I mean, surely gamers as a whole will rise up against this, right? We wouldn't simply get token protests while mainstream embraces it and normalizes it.
Pick at the routes to make you do the voice. Stands to reason I can't see fully paid game experiences with microtransactions. Oh no. I can't see fully paid game experiences with microtransactions ever taking off to become the dominant monetization model in any sane timeline.
Remember, we're in the bad timeline. They're in the good timeline.
This will never happen.
No, that could never happen. It would be absurd to even consider. Far too absurd. For now, we best sit on the flies. Leaking it into the middle of Max would cause a splash, but could result in fingers pointed our way. Still, this is a victory, Zilla. A victory for justice. Thank you for assisting me in the matter. You've been an invaluable aid to me during Max as a whole. We've established quite the rapport, yes. It's difficult for me to open up and show these shadowy aspects of my life to others. I know I will be judged, and rightfully so. But you've been remarkably non-judgmental about them. You have my thanks, my loyalty, my respect, and if you will have it, my heart.
struck by the sudden declaration.
So I will also say this. So during like these like interactions, you know, there's like, you kind of notice probably at this point, there's like two characters that will have like their sort of main thing that's like kind of surrounding the chapter. If you hang out with one character both times, they'll give you like an extra opportunity to be like, hey, I'm interested in you. You can respond in tow, or you can just say, you know, you're like a friend. But if you do like react in like a more of like a flirty romantic way, that doesn't mean you're choosing them. Like, you can have romantic interests in this game without committing until like the commitment part. Because like if you're interested in him, but you're not like 100% sure, you can still go with the flirty romantic option, but choose someone else later if you didn't want to pursue things with him.
In the long haul to get those little plushies he kept winning. I've yet to see one in my hand.
That's true. That's true. He does owe you. Bellman's saying break his heart.
Well, if it doesn't count anybody out,
no, it doesn't.
I want to see what it says.
Yeah, the only thing that will like quote unquote count someone out is if you don't have enough like interaction with them to where they like would see you in that light technically. But yeah, like you're not committing to him right now.
Smoochy face. Fine.
This one. We go. Sorry, we going with this one.
I'm not saying it. Okay. Okay. You need to offer me your heart because I can share it with you. Instead, I care about you deeply.
Truly? Is it so? Oh, most joyous of events. I'll demand no such oath of you, of course. I merely wanted to express my adoration. In time, perhaps we may flourish in such ways.
What ways?
For now, simply know that I pledge myself to you. In whatever form you require.
Whatever form.
Does this satisfy?
Sure, dude. Yep.
Delightful.
Now then, the hour grows late and our new sponsor will be expecting us.
Oh crap, I almost forgot about that.
It's good to forget sometimes, to let your troubles and worries fall by the wayside. Nevertheless, we should depart and rejoin Rhapsody. The future of unidentified flying Lacerta awaits.
Justice and a desire to like get sponsored again and stuff, we take flight.
Whee!
Waving me along, Loxley leads me through the crowds of Max and through a door marked staff only. We're not staff. Loxley flashes a badge and the support staff simply nod as we pass, as if expecting us. VIP status. Apparently Loxley and Rhapsody have been busy while I was playing tourist. Yeah. Eventually we catch up with Rhapsody, fresh from mingling with all the major names in FOD 2 and signing autographs. FOD inside of Dip Dip.
Perfect. Everything's coming up, Zilla. The stage is all set for your interview with her.
Exactly do you mean? And someone in a white jacket pushes on past the two of them to stand front and center.
Hey, champ. Been looking forward to this.
What? Queen Bee? Isn't founding member of the Four Heavenly Kings Queen Bee?
The one and only.
Queen Bee winks and blows an overly exaggerated air kiss in my direction. I catch it! Even a PC junkie like me knows Queen Bee, reigning monarch of the competitive arcade scene.
Yeah, it's her! It's her!
Oh, was she in the last game?
She was!
Her team, the Four Heavenly Kings, rarely go for the big payday trophies that Team Play to Win does, but every member of the team is an absolute powerhouse of veteran skill. And if Rhapsody and Loxley arranged a meeting with her, then... Wait, is Four Heavenly Kings looking to sponsor UFL?
Not a chance. I'm more like the fiery hoop of death you gotta jump through to prove yourself to your new sponsor.
So, who's our new sponsor if it's not you?
Where's the fun in telling you if I can't tease you about it first? A real serious Sam type, aren't you?
You don't know what just happened. I should have probably been expecting that the way Loxley and Rhapsody have been pointedly not telling me all day.
Look, I'm doing this as a favor for someone who wants to know if you've got the same passionate spirit they have. You just have to prove yourself.
Sure. In what way?
What better way to test your potential than to fight us? The four fucking Heavenly Kings. Right here and right fucking now.
Want to have a match against UFL?
Absolutely.
But you'll destroy us. I mean, you're 4HK.
Don't give up before the match has even started. Gods can bleed. But this isn't about winning or losing. It's about your skill, your strategy. I want to see your spirit. That's how you will be judged.
So let's say we agree to this match. Where exactly are we going to play? Queen flashes me the wildest grin and simply points toward the main stage for Max. On stage? Seriously?
Sink or swim. I don't do things half-assed. I pulled some strings to make this happen. We go live in 5 minutes, right before finals.
Yeah.
With a fire before the storm, baby. A tried and true exhibition match.
5 minutes? Isn't it a calm before the storm?
Not here.
You know what I mean. I want to see how you perform under pressure. You ready?
Last one. Come to think of it, I don't think Play to Win will be happy that we'll be upstaging their Crimson Tiger Invitational match with this big surprise.
Exactly. No one's gonna fucking care about the tournament after we tear the house down.
Oh, what a shame. In that case, I'm ready, willing, and able.
I'm all fired up. And you'll need a teammate, of course, because, well, I've already got one.
You can romance her in the last one?
Yeah, she's one of the main romanceable characters.
Oh my gosh. Is he one too?
No.
Oh. And that's when a second member of the Four Heavenly Kings makes his appearance. A veteran player from Japan, possibly the greatest who ever lived, known to some as Kami, but to others as the Demon.
Konbawa.
An ambush match by two of the best players in the scene in front of thousands of people. We are doomed. We are doomed.
That smile's like, oh, we're screwed.
Yeah,
we're without a roof.
It's over. But this is the path forward. If we want to carry on as a team, we have to impress the Four Heavenly Kings. So that's what we're going to do. As for my partner, I don't have time to call up anyone else on the team. We hit the stage in 2 minutes, so I've got to work with what I have. My partner will be...
Who do you want to fight with?
I don't mean to keep picking him, but like, didn't Rhapsody say he doesn't, like, they don't really play? They just kind of like...
I mean,
call out
they don't,
shit.
Like, they don't play, like, actively, but they're, like, the most knowledgeable in terms of, like, FOD. They know every play, every strategy, every in and out.
You think if I picked them, they might be able to provide insight onto how they play?
Potentially. I can't remember what happens at this point, actually.
Yeah. Dare I say I'm feeling like another spoon flip.
Another spoon flip? Okay.
Yes. You can call this one.
Okay.
I don't know what to choose.
Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
Let's do Bowl, Loxley, Bump, Rhapsody. And I'm gonna do a heckin' good flip. Yay! Oh, that hit the ceiling. Bump!
You hit the ceiling. Bump!
Bump!
A rare bump! Rhapsody
A rare
it is.
bump!
Rhapsody, will you be able to break from your casting duties to play with me?
My schedule is clear and I wouldn't miss the chance to take on the legendary Queen Bee. Wait a sec. Didn't you cast my last match as a member of L7? Back at the Funplex? I'm impressed you remembered. It was an intense match. Hope you were taking notes because you're going to need them to defeat us. Time's up, Scylla. Here we go.
This is it. The hardest challenge of my pro career to date. But I'm on a roll, aren't I? When it comes to these big moments where the spotlight's shining and I'm in the eye of the storm, I've risen to the task. I will do this. I will be the winner.
I will be the winner.
I will be the winner. On emerging through the curtain and onto the stage, I'm nearly blasted backwards by the roar of the crowd. Colored lights swing back and forth as UFL emerges alongside 2 of the 4 Heavenly Kings, and the audience is hyped to see this happen. Oh.
The following is an exhibition match scheduled, and their challengers, the hottest rising stars of the esports scene. It's Ratzilla and Rhapsody of Unidentified Flying Lacerta!
Did they just cheer more for me than they did for the 4 Heavenly Kings?
Competitors, to your stations. It's time.
I pull out my trusty $8 beige keyboard, plugging it in, while Queen Bee and the Demon produce expensive professional-grade fight sticks, ones that we could afford with a new sponsor. Okay, figure out a strategy, quick. Queen Bee's picking Silent Blade and the Demon's already queued up Sensei. Good, I know what their game plan is. Do I? From what I know about them, Queen Bee plays an aggro Silent Blade, attacking relentlessly. I can defend against her. Meanwhile, Rhapsody will have to overcome the Demon's turtling up and defensive play as Sensei. Good. Nothing we haven't dealt with before. That's all the time I have for strategy, as the arrow horn signals the start of the match. For the future of UFL, I need to do my best. Queen Bee is going to come at me with an attack. The whole point of Silent Blade is to rush down your opponent, so I should defend against it.
Fight.
I mean, yeah. I think we'll just do with what we think we should do. So we'll defend here for her. You both defend.
Ooh.
Oh, they knew. She knew I was going to defend.
Oh, that's a pro for you.
20-20. Wait, what? A quick glance at Queen Bee's starting item build shows a defensive build for Silent Blade. Since when does that character have a tank build? Since when does Queen Bee not play aggro?
Ooh.
Okay, my strategies went out the window. We're gonna need to adapt. So Rhapsody didn't provide any other new intel, but
okay. Considering, like, it seems like things might be flipped on their heads, it might have...
Yeah, it wouldn't have changed. Okay. Damn, I really don't... I was planning on specialing. Let's attack. Let's see.
That's what I thought. Okay, so it is flipped. So it looks like the Demon's using an aggro style, which is the attacks, and then Queen Bee's using a defensive style.
Yeah.
Looks like they're switching it up.
It's 40-60. Don't like that. And now we're seeing an aggro build on Sensei from the Demon. Right. At least now I know what's going on. They're playing against type. Queen Bee on the defense, the Demon on the attack. Odds are they'll mix things up a little now that we're wise to their tomfoolery, though we'll have to be careful. Well, if she's defending, let's try specialing. Managed to pull off a special move. Alright.
Nice.
Good. 150 to 60. So if he is going on the attack, I guess we could try defending.
Okay.
Although they're gonna switch it up next round, I'm sure.
Oh, I think he used a special.
Or was it an
Yeah,
ultimate? No, it was
okay.
special.
Yeah. Shoot.
Shit. 150 to 90. No! Let's see. We specialed last time and she was defending.
Mm-hmm.
I guess let's defend. I feel like she might attack.
Nice.
Okay, good. Okay. This is still really close. I don't like that. What is he gonna do? What did he do last time? He special while I defended, right?
Yes.
Let's... Do I say... Do we dare defend again in hopes that he attacks?
You could try.
We could try. Okay.
Those combos! Is it even possible?
Ah, nice.
Oh, okay. Good. 410 to 90. It's been a weird fight so far, to be sure, but I've just realized something. Or HK hasn't spent their team ultimate ability yet.
No,
You
they
know,
haven't.
This at least seems to be playing into what I know about them. Queen Bee likes to bait you into overextending, then hit you with the ultimate in the late game. The time is now to counter her ultimate with my own.
But what if she doesn't use the ultimate?
I was gonna say, he might use it.
He might use it. That's what I'm thinking.
What do we... Should we attack? Or defend?
I don't know. That's a good question.
Let's defend
Okay.
on the off chance she doesn't use it.
Oh, she did use the
Yeah.
ultimate. Okay.
That's fine. Nothing we really could have done
Yeah,
about that.
but
If we both ult, is it just like...
I think it cancels each other out.
Alright, let's ultimate here.
This is it! This is when you learn what it's like to play against a pro!
Use your ultimate, earn 130 points. So we still won.
Yeah.
Word.
We did it!
I want more than just this win, but I'll take it for now.
Yeah!
Yay!
Here are your winners, Zilla and Rhapsody of Unidentified Flying Lacerta!
We won! We won a match against the 4 Heavenly Kings?
Well fought. You've proven that you got what it takes.
I stand there in shock as Queen Bee grasps my hand and raises it high while the crowd chants.
UFL! UFL! UFL!
Whoa! But hey, no great surprise, right? We've triumphed in every single high-profile match we've ever had. Of course we beat 4HK. We're champions.
Give it up for our challengers, everyone! That was one hell of a fight! They're
Yeah,
the future
PGW is
of
gonna hate this.
FOD. Look to them for who we should all be in this community. Remember this day. It will resonate forever.
The crowd bursts with excitement as we head backstage, Valkyrie of Team P2W glowers at us while we pass on by because we just upstaged the upcoming main event fight completely.
Absolutely.
Just a bit of icing on the cupcake of our success.
Woohoo.
Backstage, things are ramping up for the finale of the Crimson Tiger Invitational, with staff members rushing about to prepare the stage for one last fight of the day. Meaning we can loiter off to the side without being bothered. A good moment to reflect on what transpired.
That was amazing.
I still can't believe we actually got to show our skills against Queen Bee and the Demon. I'll never forget this moment.
We really kicked some ass, didn't we? And against some of the best players in the world.
Pinch me, Zilla. I can't believe we actually did it. You were amazing. You did so well. Heck, I even feel proud of what I accomplished too. And beyond all that, we got a sponsor. Speaking of our sponsor,
Isn't time you settled that business?
Probably, yes.
I'll leave you to it then. And thanks for choosing me to be your partner in this match. It means the world to me.
I'm happy by your side, Rhapsody. See you soon. Even backstage, we can hear the thunderous echoes of the cheering audience. It's almost a shame we aren't able to watch the finals or play in them. But our match with Queen Bee and the Demon of the Four Heavenly Kings was certainly a boost for my mood and career. But one piece of the puzzle hasn't quite clicked into place, and maybe Queen Bee can help with that. Hey QB, now the match is over, care to tell me more about this mysterious team sponsor who's interested in us? I'm still confused how someone as prestigious as you could be our tryout match. This new sponsor must be a heck of a mover and a shaker if I too have an interest in the likes of us.
Don't sell yourself short. You're young and just getting started. But everybody starts somewhere. This is your starting line. Reminds me a lot of my own starting line, in fact. There were a lot of setbacks. Losses. A fucking lot of losses. I started out as a baby FOD streamer, barely able to crawl up those ranks. But I didn't give up. Never fucking give up. I worked hard, played hard, and eventually L7 invited me to join their team. I did so thinking I had finally made it, but it was just one more step to get to where I am today. A lot of shit went down when I was in L7. It eventually led up to my humiliating loss against the Demon.
About that, FOD forums, even though it was a smaller, unknown venue, the Demon traveled all the way from Japan to fight against Queen Bee. Queen Bee lost the match against the Demon, but then in a twist of fate, he ended up inviting her to join 4HK, and now they're both the most well-loved and talented team in the scene.
But even in that loss, there was a win. That loss changed everything for me. Without that singular moment, I wouldn't be here, standing next to you, offering you this sponsorship. So why you? I've been exactly where you are right now, and I want to make that difference for others who I see myself in. Not to mention, Loxley and Rhapsody told me all about your last sponsor backstabbing you, and I like to make sure we stick our middle fingers up at big corporations. As for who your actual sponsor is, here, let me introduce you.
And that's when a fairly unassuming looking woman wanders up to me, nodding in respect.
Zilla.
Wait a minute!
Or should I say Miss Aliza Gekada? How formal do you want me to handle this?
Wait, aren't you... She slips me a business card with a symbol of a pixel art critter and a neon heart. I was gonna say, that looks a lot like female.
I told you! I exist in this universe!
I didn't know when we'd encounter you. You're giving me $1 million?
Storiesofstars, at your service. Owner of the Constellation.
You're the one who made the Constellation? I'm a PC junkie and even I know about that arcade. You're the ones that Deco's Palace tried to torpedo, right? You're famous.
There we go. Famous? No, I'm no celebrity. I'm just me. I made an arcade that my friends could love and cherish and fought to defend their dreams. Nothing more, nothing less. But
oh my gosh, we're the same thing.
That's old business. Today, I want to talk about new business. Specifically, sponsoring Unidentified Flying Lacerda.
You give me a new shirt. So yes. You're the mystery sponsor that sicked the Four Heavenly Kings on us?
But honestly, the match was Queen Bee's idea. She loves a dramatic show. I was gonna just approach and say hello, but it's hard to say no to the Queen, you know? Loxley and Rhapsody told me all about Crimson Tiger backstabbing you. I don't like it when people step all over someone's dreams, so I agreed to help.
Seriously? That's great! A major arcade chain sponsoring us would go a long way.
Exactly. We have enough money for side projects like this. And your success is our success. We're a pretty strong arcade thanks to the decisions we made in funding it. This may be what we both need to go over the top and become legendary. There's one condition on this offer, though. In 1 month, there's going to be a big FOD 2 exhibition event happening at Pengy Paradise. You know, the cheesy penguin-themed family amusement park.
Been there myself, but I'm aware of it. You'd have to be dead or comatose not to know about Pengy.
I want you representing the Constellation at the charity event. We're going to be raising money for Child's Play, an organization that donates toys and games to children's hospitals. Plus, if you do this, you'll get another shot at team play to win. I figure you want a chance to beat your rivals in a public setting. Am I right?
Of course, it's a great opportunity.
Rivalry can be fun, but the main thing is that we're going to be making a lot of kids happy. Win or lose, you're going to support a lot of dreams by doing this. I want you to understand the importance of this. It's why I'm sponsoring you. Because of your spirit, your hopes and dreams. For the longest time, I thought the Stars family was simply cursed with bad luck. Anything that could go wrong would go wrong. My faith in that curse led me to just give up, to go with the flow and passively accept whatever life wanted to shove on top of me. Turns out it was just depression. But there was never a curse. There was just my depression. With my friend's help, I realized I needed to adapt and start seeking my dream. And that's what I want to do for you. I want to offer you that helping hand so you can find what your dream truly is. Not what you think it might be, what it truly is. So let your heart be your guide and you'll get through the Pro Tour and beyond, all while growing and reaching for your dreams. Okay?
Third one. I like all of those things. I'll make the world a better place, go on some roller coasters, and stomp P2W in the dirt. That's a hell of a trifecta you've given me. Don't worry, I'll make the Constellation proud and make the most of this opportunity.
Good to hear. I think it's settled then.
With that, she hands over a contract, tucked away neatly into a folder for later review.
Run that by your lawyer, and if everything looks good, sign on the dotted line and zip it along.
I don't have a lawyer.
No problem. Have Iris find you one. If she needs help finding a lawyer with an esports focus, my Iris can help yours. Hooray! Stories Iris is legendary in the Iris Collective. That'll be a lot of fun. No, if you'll excuse me, I got business before Max closes down for the day. I'd love to hang out and chat or play some games, but alas, adult responsibilities, they are a thing.
Yeah, tell me about it. As manager of UFL, I'm always dealing with one thing or another.
We'll have to swap war stories sometimes.
A soft beep beep from Stories' Iris grabs her attention.
I better take this. Sorry. Good luck at the charity show match, okay? Yep, she got the contract. We're all set. Thank you for helping me set this all up, Queen Bee. You're awesome as always. The after party? Sure, I'm down for a fancy night with you. Of course, I'll be your arm candy. Love you. See you soon.
The Jeef? Jeef? I'll take that as a yes. And as our new sponsor fades into the crowds of Max, I just hope beyond hope I can make her proud of us next month. So would it have been someone else if you had picked someone else?
It would have been, yep. It would have been just like a little blurb on your phone, like you're just talking to them over whatever it is. So, but yeah.
Word. My first Max. Who would have thought it ended up how it did? That's why you were excited. At the beginning of today, we lost one sponsor, and yet by the end, we gained a new one. A sponsor who believes in us. We fought the legendary 4HK, and the crowd loved us. We're even going to be a part of the FOD 2 exhibition happening at Pinky Paradise. This is more than I ever expected to have when I first set out to chase esports glory. But above all, there's the championship, right? We're undefeated, a bullet train going right to the top. I will be a champion. I have to be a champion. There's nothing else that matters. Or at least that's what I keep telling myself.
Yay! Level complete! You've cleared level 4 of Arcade Spirits, the new challengers. Victory! Let's take a look at your scores. Luxley's really taking a shine to you. So yeah, this everyone is a little left in the dust. But it seems Domino and Jinx have evened out.
Yeah.
Looks like your personality's full of guts. Strong guts. And you've scored many points. Woohoo!
No, I'm good. I'm good.
All right,
Oh man, yeah. Let's proceed. Not proceed. Save. I got stuff to do.
Yeah.
Oh man, an appearance from a special guest star in the most literal sense.
Exactly. That's why
I saw you come in. I'm like, that looks like Novels.
Novels is taking over my
Is
spot.
that Novels' sister?
Yeah. So, oh my gosh, I was so excited to get this point because, like, from the first game, it was at the end. It's like, would you like to transfer your same data over into like the next game? So you could start this out without having played the first game. But if you did play the first game and transferred over your save data, then your first character makes a guest appearance, essentially.
I wonder who it would have given me if you weren't there.
It probably would have just been like, there's like a default character that it starts out with. So it probably would have been just that character.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I was excited to show that off because the rest of the constellation was following, you know, all the gameplay and the story up to that point. So it's like, oh my gosh, it's these guys! It's the baddie that everybody was just like, yo! So
I had no idea. Yeah, she's fine.
She's very fine. And she's mine!
Heck yeah!
So, I was super glad to get to that part. But I will say, next chapter, you might be committing.
No, not true.
But we'll leave that for another time. So.
Okay.
Thank you everybody for joining, and thank you Aliza for collabing with me again.
Always.
Yeah. I can't wait to get back into this. But for now, we must depart.
I know.
So take care, everybody. Have a great rest of your day. Get some water. Hydrate yourself. Anything you'd like to part words on to the constellation?
That's all I got.
Bravo.
Bye, everybody. Thanks for joining.
And as always,
lovely as always.
Until we meet again, bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.